last time on the wilds of Valandiir, the crown collectors, after returning from the Hells with their long-lost friend, Maven, you had returned home, and in doing so, learned some things while in discussion with the prince, the Imperial Prince, Hector, and perhaps learned that more could be gleaned about this entity, this threat that you've all been sort of encountering, both in your dreams and in real life. And you learned that it's such an old concept that modern books don't really seem to touch on it too much. However, there is a race of people who were the original denizens of Valandiir, the Tieflings, unfortunately banished from the realm, relegated to one last town that you've heard of, called Anorak, on the Morab Islands, the far side of the main island where Baraxos, the westernmost outpost that the Empire has, is kind of like the needle of the West. And the only way to get there, the Taliesin Monastery dock, which none of you have been to except for Maven. And so you've spent the last few days kind of getting your stuff together, and you've made your way back home after the prince was attacked and killed by a strange cadre of yellow-skinned otherworlders. So your mission is clear. Find out more about this entity and get there by way of the Taliesin Monastery. At some point, Koza, with his daughter Neela, had been doing some druidcraft experimenting in his chambers, and we left with a out-of-control plant growth that began harassing the two. Kravish, we left with you outside the door, and I believe Maven was right behind you. We can go ahead and speed run that. You have heard this ruckus from your tower chamber at Stonehelm Keep, and we can kind of move forward from there. Let's have everybody go ahead and roll a fresh initiative for this encounter. Currently, Neela is grappled by some sort of plant-like tentacle.
Where can we slide our pieces to on the board?
Well,
like somewhere over here so they'll show up, or
let's do that.
To get it to show up.
I think I'm gonna have to make sure everyone's on the board. We can speed run that. You guys have busted through the door, gotten around this plant, and position yourself anywhere on the board that you'd like. Doesn't matter to me. Put Luna next to Baranor. There's he's too big.
No, we haven't had a chance to rest at all since last encounter, correct?
That is correct. You guys are still rocking whatever you had after your fight with the otherworlder people. So, that's everybody. I'll put one in for Baranor, and I think usually has me add him. There you go. There we go. Let's see. And we'll do a mean round of combat. We'll say this thing's got a low AC. It's pretty plant-like. It's easy to chop through. So go ahead and do your worst. And let's put this thing to rest.
Very good.
All right. That's 22 for Baranor. And what's your dex?
20.
You have a dex of 20, you said? Hello. Yeah,
Hello.
I think I phased out. You said you have a dex of 20. He's having mic issues. Initiative is okay. So for some reason, all right. For some reason, it showed. I think we've gotten to the confusion. Is at a solid 10. Perfect. All right. Let's just descend everybody. I gotta add a turn for my little Audrey 3.
Excuse me.
Okay. So, you've all managed to bust your way into this room to aid Koza and his daughter Neela, and you have kind of
hear me now?
Yep, we
I
got
can
you.
hear you now.
Okay. You've all found yourselves surrounding this creature, and we're going to start with the ever-quick Maven Rothnell.
Okay, I am just gonna schwack it a few times. With my quarterstaff, does 15 hit?
It does.
Okay, so 8 points of damage. And that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
And... Oh. So 8 and 11, and then for my bonus action, I'll just take 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
29 hits, and 11 hits. Or 11 is what I rolled, 21 is what it is.
Sure.
7 and 6 and 7 is 13, 13, and 28 is, I hate adding 8s, 38 points of damage.
38, yeah. And you're just like, you're whacking this thing like you're... Yeah, you're just kind of schwacking this thing and carving whole sections of its kind of soft plant-like, skin, and just green ooze spraying on the wall as you slice this thing with your staff. Baranor is next. I don't see Bogey, so I'm assuming that he's not on today.
I'll call him.
Yeah. So we'll just skip his turn unless he can get online and go to Kravish.
All right. Take out Anthem's Edge, move forward, and get to chopping.
All right.
17.
I'm going to make you as big as you should be. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so 13 points total damage, 7 piercing, 6 radiant.
Okay.
And now for my next attack, which I get advantage on. 29
Yeah.
for 21 points of damage, 13 piercing, 8 radiant.
Okay. So as you just sort of... Are you stabbing it? Are you slicing it? Are you giving it like a swashbuckler's swipe?
Yeah, more of a poke and tear.
Yeah.
Rapier, so...
Sure, and as you do, you open this huge vein of kind of like a supply line of where it kind of moves its nutrients through its body. So this green sludge just sort of, vomits all over you from this thing's open wound. So right now, I'm going to say that you're in a 10-foot square of difficult terrain. Just, putting that out there.
Mm-hmm.
You're just covered in sludge. And, yeah, no real hindrances of any kind other than that.
Yeah. And I'm just going to leave it simple like that. No bonus action. That's my turn.
So you see this thing's got this these orifices kind of surrounding the top of its body at the end of these, huge engorged stalks. You've managed to slice one of them, and it's sort of, limp. It's sort of limp and folded in half at the wound, as though, the strength of its stalk can't hold its body up. However, there are many more of these large openings, and you see one of them right next to you, Kravish, just kind of widen like a sea sponge engorging an orifice, and it looks like it leans over to you, and its whole kind of tubular body swells, and you notice that it's all empty inside, but you see the interior is lined with these red kind of these red little liquid beads of liquid red thorns completely covering the inside of this thing, and it stretches over, around, and almost to your knees and clamps onto you. I need you to make a strength saving throw. For the moment, you definitely can't breathe, although in 6 seconds it's probably not going to make it much of a difference.
17.
17. So, with your sword in your hand, you can kind of feel yourself saying, "Nope, not getting eaten today." And with enough effort, you kind of slash and hack this tube apart around you. However, I am going to roll to see if its spines manage to snag on you as you do so. So that's going to be a 27 to hit.
Let's see. Yeah. Anything? How many first level spell slots? Yeah, okay, that hits.
Okay. So it's going to do some damage, and this is going to be all poison damage. 21 poison damage as these thorns just sort of tear and slick and slide and slice on you. As you cut it to ribbons around you, it all gets kind of sliced and snagged on your exposed flesh. And it stings, and it's a weird sting. It's like a cold and also hot, like an icy hot sting as it kind of fuses into you. Yeah, that's only one of its attacks. It's also going to go after Baranor with a tendril strike. We got you, Bogey?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Well, get ready for a natural 20.
Joy.
Happy.
I need you to make a strength saving throw, please, as it instantly hits you with these thorn-covered tendrils and also tries to wrap around you. Oh man, another 21.
What?
I said I got another 21 for damage, but that's actually going to be 42.
Okay. Got a 9 on my save, so.
What's that?
9 on my save.
Okay, so you are considered restrained as these vines wrap around your body and just kind of serrated, like tear into your arms and legs as it does so. You're going to take 42 points of poison damage, which is a lot. And that's going to end its turn, but you were supposed to be before Kravish, and Kravish is gone, so we'll all go ahead and go with you. You may act now.
Hello.
Yeah?
Hello.
Gotcha.
Okay, I uncanny dodged that, so I only take half.
Okay, so 21.
Okay. So my turn, though?
It is your turn now, yeah.
Alright, so... I'm sorry, I'm late to the party here. What is the...
I think Audrey, too.
What?
Yep.
Remember Koza and his daughter were doing some druid crap?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so we're fighting it off.
Okay. Have we, okay. Are there, like...
I mean, combat just started. I mean, just Maven and I have made attacks. We put some pretty good hits on it, but...
Right, are there different heads of it, or what?
Yep. So real quick, it looks like a huge Venus flytrap. It's got stalks about 4 feet wide each, and it's got maybe 5 or 6 of these. Maven literally just kind of collapsed one over various jabs and slashes with her quarterstaff. Kravish slashed one in half where it folded where the wound was, so it's kind of useless. But there are 3 of these heads still left, and Kravish actually kind of tore one to pieces as it tried to envelop him and swallow him. One of the tentacles that it's kind of whipping around manages to snag Neela, who is wrapped up just as you are, who also has this viney appendage, and it kind of has you wrapped up. It has you around the waist and legs, so you're still able to use your arms. You just can't move, and you're going to have to make a strength save at the end of your turn.
Okay.
And all of your attack rolls have disadvantage.
All of my attack rolls?
Yep.
Okay. So I can't attack the thing that's holding me?
Of course you can. You
But
just have disadvantage. Yep.
That's weird. Okay. Alright.
It is the restrained condition.
Yeah. Okay. Restrained. Wait. Attack rolls against... Okay, it is finished. Okay, never mind. Didn't read the second half. Okay. This seems as good a time as any to use my flame dagger. So I'm gonna take that out and do some slashes against this thing.
Do it.
Let's see. I think I have that as an actual attack. Flame dagger. There we go. Okay. Disadvantage. 17 to hit.
A 17 hits.
That's 11 piercing and 1 fire damage.
All right. I'm actually going to extend a tentacle to Baranor.
Okay. If that doesn't cut it away, I'll hack it at it again.
Yeah, no, it's still up. It's still gotcha.
Alright. 17 again. And another 9 piercing and 6 fire. So all total, that's 27 points of damage.
All right.
Am I doing that correctly?
Yeah, I will say that while you don't cut it free, you don't necessarily cut the tentacle away from you. I'm going to significantly reduce the DC for your strength save at the end of your turn to get out of this, as you are just stabbing vital, kind of sinewy strands of root material that's holding you in place.
Okay. Luna's going to take the dodge action, and that's going to be my turn.
Okay, go ahead and make that strength save.
Okay. Strength save. Normal. Seriously? Another? Okay, well, I guess I'll stick with the same exact roll.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's growing on me, I guess.
We must cleanse your digital dice.
Yes.
All right, Koza, you are up, and at the end of your turn, I'll have Neela do her strength save, see if she can get out of it.
Okay. First, I'm going to have my spiritual weapon take a whack at it and see if I can cut her down.
Okay.
So,
Go for it.
okay. So that's a meeting. We'll go with that.
Oh.
Alright, well, then I'm going to hit it with Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Cover your ears, everybody. It's got to make a wisdom save.
Alright.
Hold on, I gotta get your weapon out of where it is. Okay. Wait, is that me or you?
That's you.
Oh, my bad. What is it?
Wisdom save.
Okay. Don't worry, this thing's not very wise. That's a natural 1.
Okay, so it takes
Wow.
3d12 necrotic damage.
Damn.
45.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that shrivels this thing so, like, completely. Like, this is a plant. You're a druid. You have a natural sort of intuition on what it's gonna take to get this thing to behave. So you wither it from the surface towards its roots, and 3 of its mouths just sort of shrivel into little kind of beef jerky, socks on the ground. One of them's still up, and I'm going to say that was enough to drop Neela and Baranor. Both of them are free. I'll have Neela stand up. So you guys can consider yourselves free from its grasp. What else you got?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, Neela is going to... she doesn't know combat. She's going to make her move and run towards you and try to go behind your back. It's going to take a very feeble slap with its tentacle at her as she leaves, and it's only going to get a 4. However, she has very low AC, so with its attack bonus, it's going to hit her and do... It's in a shriveled state, so we'll just do this. 7 points of damage is not enough to knock her unconscious, but it is going to kind of slice her up the back a little bit. She just kind of squeaks, "Ow!" as she hides behind her dad. You are next with Iona on deck.
So, would we consider this to be a creature or a magical creation?
That is a really good. This would be a magical It is a creature because it's become a creature. I'll say that it's no longer. It's not like a magical effect or anything like that. It's an object it's a living thing that's been affected. Because it is a plant. It's considered a plant. You know.
Okay. So, and it's going to have to make a dex save, DC 18, because I'm going to disintegrate it.
Okay.
If it was a magical creation, it would fail automatically. That's why I wanted to know.
I gotcha. Okay. I got a 16, but it's got a -1, so that's a 15.
So it fails, so it is going to
I'm gonna say goodnight.
take 77 points of damage plus an additional 40.
Hoo! All right.
And it's now dust.
Yeah, it's gonna change into a giant cloud. Is it if it fails, it disintegrates and it has less than full hit points or something?
Yeah. Well, and it's basically plant material, so it disintegrates into nothing.
All right. So without wanting to leave Iona out of this, you're going to disintegrate this plant, and like most plants, you notice that in the pot it was in, there were more than one creature. So we'll say there's enough of one stalk left after the rest is completely turned to dust, and it's kind of whipping little tendrils around. If it had eyes, its eyes would be as huge as golf balls after what happened to it. So, Iona, picking up the last of the turn rotation, what would you like to do to the rest of this little creature?
I mean, Toll the Dead seems to be pretty effective, so...
Alright, so that's a wisdom save on its part, and I got a 15, which is a 14.
Yep, that's not going to be... So that's going to be 23 points of damage.
Yeah, which is enough to kind of, as your spectral bell materializes above what was left of this creature's husk, it gongs, and you all kind of look up at it as a death bell sort of rings out this thing's tragic demise as it settles to the ground, unmoving in a pile of its own dust. It is dead.
What the fuck? Quick question, Koza. What?
Yeah. Neela's going.
The mind of its own. It's not anybody. It's just a thing that happened.
Maybe it's just
Neela
giggling.
Neela's going to rise to her feet, and she's going to run into the middle of the room where the potted plant was, and just kind of drop to her knees, be like, "I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't mean it. I think I must have had it and she starts like listing off ingredients that she may have gone overboard with, and she's just like kind of like picking up the pieces of this plant and just sort of holding it in her hand, and she's not really crying, but she's definitely panicking.
I'm gonna put my hands on her shoulders and just say, "We're gonna look over your notes later."
Iona is going to go up and cure wounds Neela, because...
Yeah, who needs healing? Because I've got
Yeah,
a bunch of these.
I have a variety of spell slots left, my lower level ones. So Neela can get a level 3 cure wounds because she's a kid. Iona has the mothering instinct of a teaspoon, but she will. So 22 points of healing for Neela, and also, does anyone else need healing? Because I can.
Yeah, smoke them if you got them.
Kicked out of me over the past 2 days, but I'm just finally looking forward to some rest.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm at just below a third of my HP, so if everyone could arrange themselves in terms of the level to which they feel awful compared to that.
I'm at a.
I'm fine.
Slightly less than 50%.
Yeah.
The few of us are hurt. So I've got.
No. Unless there are any eldritch horrors in the toilet, I'm fine.
I can give out 11 d6s of health to people, so I'll say everybody gets 3, and I'll give myself 4.
You
Right.
hear a muffled in the corner.
Oh no.
While you all are healing each other, those who are drawn to this sound, you look in the corner and you see at the doorway where it looks like this creature had been sort of nestled. Vines had shot out at the nearest object, and there is a medium creature-sized lump wrapped in vines plastered against the wall.
Jeez. It's the little boy. It's the little boy from the woods.
Yeah, you just hear.
Alright. I'll go over there and start kind of cutting whatever's there free from the vines.
Yeah, you cut, 4 or 5 of them, and an arm sort of, the elbow bends and it kind of splays out, and you see the dark skinned arm of what you assume is Dawn. It's got a nice little gold ring on the pinky finger, and, you can see now part of his shoulder where he wears that vest of his, and with a little more encouragement, you free his head. Oh. Thank you, Gabish. Looks like you got me a little bit here. And you slice true, and he just kind of splays out on the ground, catches himself quickly, and draws his sword, looking for wherever the rest of this thing was, noticing that you've already taken care of it.
Oh, I'm going to cure wounds myself, actually, then. I've just realized that I actually probably need it.
Yeah, he kind of looks across all of you, and he's like, well, you've all had a run of it. I can't say I'm glad I was in that vine nest there, but perhaps I was safer than out here with you.
Welcome to the party.
And he's gonna kind of he doesn't have any healing, but he's just gonna kind of like brush off dust and plant material off of your shoulders, Kravish, and just kind of look around like perhaps glad that he missed it. So you all have the evening to you. Just to catch everyone to speed, Clyde has made arrangements for safe passage and travel across the Eurus Sea, or is it? No, it's the Ocean of Souls. Everybody wants to go to the map real quick, and it's what looks like a. Let's see, how long of a journey would it be by boat? Because it's not terribly far across the ocean. 60 miles. What do we usually say? Is it 18 miles a day, something like that?
For land travel,
Yeah.
I'm not sure about ocean.
Yeah, we can assume it's a fast ship. So yeah, looks like at least a 3-day journey across the ocean to Baraxos. So Clyde has secured travel. I believe we negotiated that it was going to be 100 gold, but you can pay that upon when you get there. And it's the ship's going to be ready in a few days, so you have that much time to, kind of take a rest here, restock, and get yourselves to the Taliesin Monastery, where the ship will be waiting for you. And yeah, it's just an hour or two until dinner. You kind of have the evening to yourselves. What do the Crown Collectors do until a gathering in the dining hall for sustenance? Let's go through the Discord list here. What does... Okay, so Baranor, you and Luna, kind of after sort of dusting yourselves off and wiping away the plant material and the slime, Luna is definitely over it. She's going to nuzzle you in a way that you know she wants to go outside.
Oh yeah.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, just around the property. You know, up here. You know, I don't know how much of the outdoors there is up here, but just not back to our tower or anything like that, but just away.
Yeah.
From buildings and stuff like that.
She's going to, as soon as you guys, and mind you, Stonehelm Keep, it's on the side of a mountain. And so you guys, it's not just a straight cliff off the edge. There's some flat land that perhaps the giants had worked to create kind of a little flat area where you have sort of a little bit of a valley and room for livestock and a little orchard of garden plants and things like that. But it's mostly on a mountain. So you and Luna take off down the tree line. And you don't stop until you can't really see Stonehelm Keep anymore, and that's when she kind of nuzzles the ring a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, pop out the pups.
The little family is reunited. They lick your knuckles and they nip at you a little bit. They're getting big. They're not adults yet, but they're definitely little teenage pupperunos. And she's going to kind of give you a little nod, and the three of them are going to dart off into the woods.
Okay. I'm just gonna I don't know. This is a pretty secure place up here. I'm gonna just post up on a tree, just kind of sit down, lay my back up against it, and just kind of take a breather.
Yeah. There's no check needed for that. It's been a long day. It's been a long few days. It's been a long week, a long month. And having a moment of quiet that isn't, you around a campfire forcing yourself to sleep. It's nice to just have some solitude and some peace and quiet to just process everything that's going on. And you feel yourself kind of trying to put the things that are on your horizon behind you, but it's difficult. And you find yourself instinctively thinking about the mission, where you're going. And the Taliesin Monastery is somewhere that you've never been. You've barely heard of it. Only through your contacts in the Syndicate have you heard of it. But you do know where it is, and it reminds you of how close it is to the Jasperwood.
Mm-hmm.
You know that a detour to your homeland is probably not in the cards.
Yeah.
But it allows you to sort of wander through your memory warehouse and find a few memories you've got, kind of running as fast as you can through the forest with your little wooden bow, diving between trees and bushes, the sun peeking through the cracks in the canopies, snagging a squirrel that you've been tracking for about half a mile. You race across time and find that first time that you stuck your hand out, and a very young Luna timidly tiptoed towards it and sniffed your hand. The first time the two of you ran into the woods together to hunt the same game. And the two mounds of dirt and grass that you know are in the woods somewhere.
Yep. Kind of focus on the good memories, but also the memories that haunt me too.
You hear 4 hooves nearby. Your ears are trained to catch sound in the woods. It is your favorite terrain, after all.
Yes, of course.
You don't even have to kind of turn your head around the trunk of the tree to know that a deer is nearby. And your bow drawstring hand instinctively twitches a little. But you're not sure if you're quite in the mood to take something's life right now.
Okay. I kind of just track it with my ears. But just let it be.
And B it does, as another 4 what sound like lighter hooves follow behind it, slowly, timidly, followed by another. And then another large, heavy-hooved creature brings up the rear as this small herd don't notice you, and you can tell they don't notice you as they move through the forest. Kravish.
Yo.
Kravish, you are covered in green slime. And Maven just kind of... I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb and say that she took one look at all of this and just said, I'm going back to bed or something.
Yeah, no, I was like, I asked her to meet me back in the room. I'm just going to go get cleaned up. So I am going to go get a hot bath ordered.
Uh-huh.
And then... Yeah, so I'm going to take a hot, relaxing bath for a little bit.
Okay. Maven, what are you doing? Because that's going to take about... They've already ordered it. It's been going, so you can head down there whenever you want. Maven, I'll say that you caught wind that the bath is open. You yourself are rather ripe.
So ready for a bath. She was asking for a bath the moment they got back. She's ready, so she's gonna go down there as well.
So I'll say that no one yet is down there, but as the two of you, sort of within 20 seconds of each other, make your way down to the bathhouse, filled with steam. It's almost difficult to really see. The two of you just sort of poke your head in, don't notice each other at first. Realize that no one is down in the bath. And as you tiptoe down to the benches where there are folded towels and small silver bottles of lotions and salves and soaps and scrubs, you catch sight of each other, feet first, standing on either side of the round octagonal tub.
So
am I Jovi or are you Jovi? Who's Buddy the Elf?
I think it could be either one of us. So I will take her by the hand and I will help her get into the tub. And then once she's securely in, I will come in after.
The suds are as soothing as ever. I mean, Maven, it's been years since you've had like a proper bath. While in the hells, you scrubbed your body with sand just to get like oil and grit off. But to have your body submerged in such luxury again, while you're not accustomed to it, is certainly a welcome reprieve. As far as what you look like, you still retain about 3-inch horns. Everything is receding even now. Your skin is still a rather deep magenta or pink. and your eyes have returned to normal as you sort of catch your own reflection in what looks like a face bath table off to the side, kind of lean down. Your teeth are still pretty sharp and pointy, but your fingernails have receded, and you're definitely looking a little more like yourself. But you got a little more to go.
So your mom's here? She rubs her eyebrows. Like, what do I need to know before this fabulous dinner?
Oh, my parents, right. Yeah, meeting parents. Let's see. My mom still thinks I'm 12. Or still acts under the assumption that I am.
Okay.
And my sister, while she may come across as very kind of aloof sometimes not the best of conversationalists, she is clocking everything. That's how she was brought up.
She's a middle sister.
She is not. Yeah, she's the middle sister. It was Rothgar, then Agubo, then her, and then me. I'm the youngest. Yeah.
Okay. Do they know we're in a relationship?
They have heard of you. They had also heard that you had been lost. I'd sent letters to that effect. So, obviously, the news that you're back is very, very recent. So they will undoubtedly be very surprised. They know what you have originally looked like, as I have shown them sketches and made some minor allusions to show them what you looked like, or what you will look. Yeah, okay, you get the drift.
I do. Okay. Are you excited to be moving forward in this? Ready to go to the monastery, is what I'm asking. Are you excited?
Yeah, this will be kind of a reunion for you there at the monastery.
Yeah. Kind of nervous. I hope that I'm completely back to myself. I don't really feel like having to deal with some of the people there looking like this.
How long have you been down there? I mean, for us, well, for me, it felt like forever. For everybody else, it felt like a couple of months. How long was it down there for you?
I stopped counting after a while, but I'd say 3-5 years.
Years?
Yeah. It was a
What kept you going?
long time. A lot of meditation. Pretty sure I saw Baranor one time while I was meditating. It was really weird.
Saw Baranor?
Yeah. It was interesting. Do you remember when we were fighting Shekis and me? When you said that the sun was always there?
Yes.
That became my mantra. Because there's no sun there. It's like perpetually like midday. There's no rise, there's no fall, there's nothing. It was just always like that. And so it was very hard, but
Were you in constant struggle? Was it always fighting?
it was a lot to fighting. I don't know if I would say constant. I would say daily, but maybe not constantly every day. The need to the fact that I don't need to sleep for a full 8 hours was clutch, because that was yeah, hypervigilance is awful. For want of a better word.
Okay.
What did you guys get up to while I was gone? And she just looks at you, smiling, trying to hide the pointiest of her pointy teeth.
Uh-huh. Like that?
Yeah. Yeah, Kirvish, your mind races immediately to rain and muddy streets and the smell of decay constantly as shambling skeletons and zombies just flood your mind.
Well, we yeah, it's been an interesting couple of months over here too. Pretty long battle with the walking rot. We managed to finally recover the needle.
Oh my god. That's amazing. There was a village there, right?
Yes.
It wasn't just the tower, it was like a full village.
Yeah, they were pretty decimated, but there was enough survivors and enough recovered prisoners that I think they got enough to recover there.
Oh, good.
That's how we came across our newest companion, Iona.
She seems... I don't know, nice is not the correct word. I'd like to have a conversation with her at some point. Just say hi.
It would be an interesting conversation indeed. She kind of fits in with this crew in that we've all been through some stuff.
Well, nothing brings you together better than trauma.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, you have been trying for the past 5 minutes. Let me get that twig out of your hair.
Oh, thank God.
So I'll get like one of the combs and I'll start combing out some of the dirt and foliage in your hair.
And for a magic hot tub, you know, the more you undetangle, the kind of grime falls from her rather oily head, and you can see the blonde start to clean itself through, and the dirt just sort of saturates the tub. But it's a magic tub, so it kind of drains to the edges and disappears. And
magic tubs.
yeah, you kind of find him stealing a glance, and and your gaze rests on him longer than it really would anybody else. And it's just you know, surrounded by suds and hot water and bubbles. You can, you know, the ambiance just sort of fills you both with relief and a sigh that sort of you both have together. And you just sort of sit there watching each other and enjoy each other's company after so long. Really enjoy. It's been a long time since you felt joy and relief. Iona, Daunt is going to kind of give you sort of a wink, and he's going to drain the wine that you two had been sharing. He's going to kind of skip over to your room, grab his little goblet, and he's going to drain that wine into his goblet, and he's going to sip it down and say, "Well, Iona, it's been lovely chatting with you. I think I'm going to make my way outside and maybe do some conversing with my my god or patron and see what's next for me. And well, I'd just be chuffed if you join me for dinner downstairs."
Okay, so can I roll insight to sort of pinpoint, you know, is he all out flirting? Is he being friendly? Is he doing that thing where he's flirting a bit, but if he doesn't pick up on anything, he'll just be friendly? Can I roll insight for that?
Sure. Yeah, you're kind of getting a bead on what he's putting down.
Okay, for an 18, what's he putting down?
He seems pretty genuine. You're not the most intuitive as to social cues when it comes to romance, but you're not completely blind to it. And I mean, he seems to be in this moment in the last hour, kind of giving you some attention. He definitely feels like he wants to get away for a little bit, and but he seems pretty genuine in what he says and what he says he's going to do, and seems like he just wants to have dinner with you.
Yeah. Iona is a little bit conflicted, because on one level, this is not something that has really happened to her before. She has had, sort of hookup, but that's always been from the perspective of she has been quite an intimidating person back in Deadmarsh. So someone sort of taking this step and, the wine, the stories, at the same time, she's got Helena on her back. She's sort of feeling that necklace against her skin and under her shirt. And also she's sort of aware, Dawn is... she trusts him as a member of the Crown Collectors, but he's in many ways a sort of an enigmatic, player in all of this. He's a little hard to get a read on, and also he's got his own patron, he's got his own entity that he's beholden to. In his stories, did he mention who his patron was? Because obviously he's open about the fact that he's got one, because he's a warlock.
No, he's never really talked about who it is.
I don't even think we know what his patron was.
He just kind of, back when you guys were playing with him, he just drew his power from I don't even want to say malevolent source, but some kind of otherworldly source of power.
Yeah, and also, so that is... There's a sort of... She's a little conflicted on that. And also she's not sure how... because he's a team... He's also, he's a member of the team. So it's... it's the sort of thing where there's nice aspects to him, there's complicated aspects to him. And she's got to find a way to sort of deal with this delicately. And also, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Kurvish describe him as being a bit power-hungry last session?
That would be correct.
Yeah, and the thing is, Iona respects power as something that people have achieved and worked for, but power-hungry is bringing back some bad memories.
Mm-hmm.
So she needs to sort of, he's hit on a lot of correct things, but it's sort of, she's someone who does very much consider the whole person, and she's no longer going for the no strings attached hookups out of her life. So I think she's going to sort of, look at the wine and look at him, and as respectfully as she can, she's going to sort of, look him up and down and say, you are good at this. You figured out what I like, and quite quickly, too. The face you slid on for this, and she sort of gestures to the setup of the wine and the, sitting and telling stories. It's a good one, but not, I think, your favoured form. As a sort of, drawing attention to the fact that he did, change his appearance specifically for this, and she's not sure if it's actually one of his preferred appearances, or if it's just something that he's gone with because he's very correctly assumed that it's something she'd like. Mm-hmm. And then she's going to sort of follow that up with, you can clearly adapt yourself like water, whatever you think the situation requires, and I'm not just talking about being a changeling. And you're good at it, and it is very useful. But the thing about water is that a hot bath can keep you warm for a few hours, but not more than that. And she's going to sort of nod at him respectfully, and I will see you at dinner. I hope your patron is understanding.
He's just going to kind of hold your gaze for just a half a second longer than you'd expect, and he's going to kind of take you by the hand, and he's going to kiss your knuckles a little and say, Iona, you are a insightful person. It is not in my nature to encounter someone like you, but you are more established with the Crown Collectors than I am at this point. I'm just here to earn my passage and hang with the mates one last time. I accept your friendship if you give it, and if when we part ways you'd rather never see me again, you wouldn't be the first one. But I thank you. And he's going to kind of, just kind of gently drop your hand and give you a nod, and his golden eyes just sort of stick with you. And he kind of turn on his heels and walk down the hall towards the main staircase. Right. Koza.
Yes.
You are also covered in filth and leaves and plant slime. Neela is still pleading for forgiveness as she hurriedly sweeps up the dust that was left behind from her abomination, and you see her just kind of going through her notes like, I don't know what went wrong. I used the wormwood. And she's just kind of like going through everything.
I'm gonna sit next to her and sort of peek over her shoulder and look at what her notes say about this particular spell.
Okay, give me a nature check.
That's not terrible.
No, it's not terrible. It's not great, but you're not an alchemist, and this procedure utilized a bit of magic, but also a bit of alchemical knowledge, which kind of escapes you. So you're not exactly sure if she had the right measurements for some of the fungal powder, and if the application of her druidcraft spell that she's got with this little wand she carries was, maybe that wasn't applied correctly. But what you do notice for sure is that the nightshade she has on her table, there's something odd about it. It doesn't look like dried nightshade that you've seen before, and it's not like a powder. It's like an actual flower that's like wilted and desiccated, and it looks darker, and it looks more red than you would expect it to look. Maybe a little, you'd expect it to have kind of a purple hue, and this is very red.
Well, would I know that it eventually turns purple, like through, like once it like matures or something?
The reddish coloration looks artificial, and on closer inspection, you notice that the redness to it is like a dust it's been kind of like shook into, like a shake and bake.
Okay.
It's on the leaves. It's on the stem. It's kind of a red, a deep red powder that sort of has tainted the color of it.
Well, I suggest you toss whatever batch this is, because obviously it's contaminated. And I'll give her, let's see, how much am I willing to part with? I'll give her a sack of 5, or I'll hand her 5 platinum and tell her to run into town and get a new supply.
Her eyes kind of open as wide as they can go, the size of softballs in her head, as she palms 5 gleaming platinum coins. She just goes, "Oh my God, Dad! I can buy a whole garden with just one of these." And she's like, "Probably 100 gardens. I don't need this much, but I'll tell you what. I'll take the rest and I'll put it into an account in town, and I'm pretty sure I'll be good for a while off of that.
I am going to hold her hands, and I'm going to say, you're going to put 3 of those towards that. And I want you to put the rest towards, a new supply. And, I don't know, some decorations, whatever you want. I want you to be able to make yourself at home here, because I love you and you're always welcome in this castle, and I want you to feel like it. So, go on a little shopping spree. On me.
She's gonna kind of give you a batting in her eyes, you wonderful man, you, and she just kind of buries her head in your chest, and she's just like, I'm just glad you're home.
Me too.
And she's going to hug both you and the platinum very closely. Is contending with the idea that while everyone has the next few days before your boat leaves, that you received a message that was encoded in the little note that the princess slipped to you. While rather innocuous in its initial appearance, you decoded something that was written on a glyph in the note. You have, sounds like the group is probably going to be leaving for the Taliesin Monastery within the next day or two. Is there anything you would like to do before dinner tonight to sort of prepare or anything like that?
I'm gonna cast more glyphs of warding in my chambers.
Kind of re-up everything, sure.
Yeah, spend some more time adding some new stuff that I thought of, and kind of just bulletproofing at least my place. And I'll probably walk down to the front doors, add some additional stuff around there to keep the riffraff out.
Sure. The housing staff knows good, well, and true to not walk near your chambers, and also, for the most part, without some special permission, Clyde usually keeps everybody away from the war room, as that he knows that you like to keep that place pretty well guarded. You do kind of include the housing staff to be able to move around the house without triggering your hallway glyphs. But the war room, your personal quarters, everyone knows to steer clear. With your baths finished, your solace in the woods completed, the night comes to a evening precipice, and you all seem dressed and kind of refreshed, not rested. Your bones still ache, your eyelids are heavy, your muscles are sore, but you're at least clean and you feel kind of settled into your home a bit as the proverbial dinner bell rings.
Is there assigned seats at the table?
Yep, everyone's got a name tag, and you gotta sit next to your person. Aw, he sat me next to him. Aw.
I'm switching with you, Baranor.
I mean, there's not assigned seats, but if you sit in the one that Yuno likes, the glyph of warding will probably throw you through the roof. So.
Yeah, I will say Iona is she's usually pretty put together, but as Iona comes down, it's clearly the version of Iona that meets your parents and is somehow even more put together, and it's she's really trying hard for the respectful citizen angle, because Kravisha's mother is her.
Everybody here is uncomfortably formal.
Yeah, Daunt shows up. He's in kind of a sleeveless vest, but it's red and brown leather. It's got gold trim, and those of you close, know him well enough. He's got a glamour set of glamour clothing, so he can. This is obviously the same deal as like what Kravish can do and Iona can do, and he's kind of got like it's a full length vest, though. It goes down to the bottom of his ankles. And, he's kind of upgraded his boots a little. They're not quite as piratey. They've got a little more, strapping and buckles to them. His hair is done in what looks like a Dutch braid that sort of snakes down his neck. And, he's got on a few more rings and things like that. And you also notice he's got kind of his face has a bit of a glow up. His cheekbones are a little more defined. He's not wearing makeup per se, except for his normal black eyeliner. And his goatee is maybe perhaps a little pointier and a little longer as it kind of trails off his chin. Kravish, as you sort of pull Maven's chair out for her, you hear a familiar kind of snort as you look up and see your sister kind of like in the middle of like a half a giggle, standing behind your mother, who just entered the hall. Looks like a couple of keep attendants are sort of taking their shawl and their, showing them where to sit, and your sister is kind of like, the both of them are in what look like kind of like, I'm in a mood of things are messed up with what's going on with your father and your brothers. Mm-hmm. But this is nice, and let's just, have a nice place here. And as soon as she sees you, her eyes light up. She's sort of slumped. She straightens up and just sort of walks over to you and just kind of gives you a hug and kisses you on the cheek. And then she is looking at Maven and just says, "So you're the elven monk I've been hearing about." And as she kind of takes a seat straight across from Kravish, and Kravish, your sister, is going to sit directly across from Maven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
my sister, Argentiroth Silva. Silva, Maven.
Hello. She's gonna smile and try not to. Hopefully, the teeth are far less pointy at this point. And she's gonna reach her hand across to shake her hand. Pleasure to meet you.
Your horns have shrunk in the time since the fight. They are just about maybe an inch long now, kind of creeping, poking up between the rows of blonde hair that you've got kind of pulled into these little braids. Yeah. And your skin is just pink at this point, a pinkish hue. It's not quite, flesh colored. Your teeth are shorter now. They're still pointed at the edge, and if you were to run your tongue across them, you'd probably run the risk of cutting your tongue. But the rest of you kind of feels a little more elf-like. Your ears are no longer ragged on the edges. Everything's kind of stitched up and pulled in a little bit. You're pretty sure an overnight rest, and you'll probably be back to normal in the morning.
Oh, thank God.
And she just kind of looks at Kravish with this, and looks back at you, and her mother just kind of immediately sort of takes a big jug of wine and starts pouring a glass of it and says, and she instinctively hands one to across the table to you, Maven, and she pours another one and raises her glass a little just to you. Doesn't look like she's including everyone at the table. And she says, "Well, from what I've heard, you were worth going to the hells for. I know something about that. These men, they are filled with courage sometimes to a fault. but all I can say is, if he traveled to the hells for you, well, I'm just glad he's got someone like you to motivate him. And then he's going to kind of look at Kravish, give him a wink, and touch the tip of your glass and say, to the men in our lives. And she's going to hold for just a half a second as her voice cracks a little. And then she's going to take a nice big swig of that wine.
I was going to pantomime drinking the wine. She's going to want to not be rude about it, but she also doesn't drink. So she's just going to make it look like she's drinking the wine, hopefully convincingly. I'm pretty sure she's being completely scrutinized.
Yeah, his sister is like has her arms on her elbows on the table, her hands folded under her chin, leaning on her chin. So, where'd y'all meet?
That's a funny story. We met at the monastery in Dane because one of these guys' former companions got himself cursed.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that first encounter, how like Koza was near dead fighting the demon that cursed the weapon, and how you helped me supply the necessary components to resurrect him, or to unalive him.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, at the end of
remember the trolls?
Table. Yeah.
Didn't somebody die at the end of that fight?
It was Koza.
Yeah, Koza.
Yeah, at the end of the table where a couple of the other, folks are at, Daunt, he's sitting not across from Iona, but like one down. He's just kind of stuffing his face with, turkey legs and wine, and he's just like, yep, Koza had that bad habit of dying a lot when I was around too. I see it hasn't changed.
Hey, it's been a minute.
I haven't died in quite a while, let me tell you.
Jesus.
One of the safety things, we haven't had a death in 6 days.
You got pretty close in Cobb.
Jesus, didn't we all get pretty close in Cobb?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
It was like a lifetime ago.
I know everything we talk. It feels like it's been a lifetime ago.
Yeah, at some point, Kravish, your mother, is going to, as she knows a little bit of magic. She's not a wizard or anything like that, but she's got a few tricks up her sleeve. And she's going to conjure minor illusion and eventually get to the baby pictures for Maven.
Yeah.
And,
I don't have any of those. Show me.
She spawns an image of a little mottled silver scaled wormling clutchling kind of spurting from his egg, and she's going to conjure another image of him sort of taking his first steps, and his little diaper sort of half falling off as he snags on a twig somewhere.
It's crying with happiness because it's so stinking cute.
And where he kind of got his first set of fancy clothes and decided to take a journey outside of town for the first time with his, he's got kind of like a little, crude mandolin that he just sort of strums around with. He's not quite the adventuring type that he is now at this point, but the teenage Kravish definitely looks like he's been destined for this life since he was a child. The wine flows, the stories are had. Everyone is starting to feel the effects of a full belly and a empty wine glass. As one by one, you all kind of feel the pull of your chamber to put a bookend on this night once and for all. Is there anything anybody would like to do as Kravish's mother stands to her feet and as you meet her, she just kind of wraps her big draconic arms around you, Maven, and whispers in your ear, "I'm glad he found you."
Oh my god. She's gonna cry. She's gonna hold it together, but she's gonna cry.
Make a con save.
Let's see. I got 28. I rolled a 19.
Yeah. No worries. You keep it together, girl. And as you kind of pull away, and she's not. She's got, wine on the brain and melancholy in her heart, and she's got silver tears just flowing down her cheeks. And she's going to kind of give a little sniff and give you one last squeeze, and Kirby, she's just going to kind of grab you by the head and plant a nice kiss on your cheek and just kind of squeeze your shoulders as hard as she can, and bids you both good night, as does your sister. She kind of looks down her nose a little at you, Kirby. She just says, "I'm glad you're all right, bro, but man, if she had to fall for anybody, it just had to be you, huh?" And she's gonna kind of give you a sideways punch against the shoulder as she.
Well, somebody's got to draw the short straw.
Excuse me.
So, two of them.
Short straw. All right.
Kirby's not good at self-deprecation. It feels unnatural to him.
All right, I'll give my sister a quick hug. Make sure Mom doesn't pass out on the way out. Steps are a little steep. And
Sleep.
yeah, but before actually retiring to bed, I actually want to. I'll fetch for you from the closet a chest that has your belongings in it that you gave to me.
Oh, Jesus. I thought you'd get rid of this stuff by now.
No, your gloves of the pugilist, your cobalt
yay.
dagger, your clothes, that potion of the ram's horn, and the moon-linked earrings.
She's gonna she has like a brass earring in the bottom piercing of her ear, and take it out and immediately put that one in.
Mm-hmm. No, I'll go ahead and put the other one in on mine.
You can hear each other in stereo.
Mm-hmm. No, everything's fine. My life is fucked up. No, life's great.
It's fine. Everything's fine here. How are you?
It is not fine. Everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that in order to use the effect, you have to kind of touch it. Yeah, you're both now considered psychically linked. All right. Anything else? Anybody?
Iona is going to retire to her room, and as a postscript on the letter to her brother, still in code, she's going to write Iona's equivalent, which is not going to be verbatim, but something along the lines of, "Okay, you will not freaking guess what happened after I'd finished writing this letter."
OMG.
However, she's going to follow it up with establishing that she and Dawn are not a thing, because otherwise, if Levin thinks they're a thing and he doesn't approve of Dawn is going to get a shovel talk, and she's not going to risk that. So that's adding to that. But she's also a little contemplative because, this kind of attention which she's not really had before, and also seeing Kravish and Maven together, and how Kravish's mother is glad that he has Maven is, I think on some level she would like to be able to be that person that other people are glad that someone found, but also she is, Helena feels like an absolute barrier to that.
Mm-hmm.
And what she thinks is that she needs someone who thinks she's more good than she actually is, but realistically what she probably needs is someone who actually can see the level of good in her, which is complicated, but it is there. And then once she's done adding to her letter, she's done for the night.
Yeah. The night comes to all of you individually. Koza, your room is safe and secure. You've made clear that you have druid-crafted obedience out of the plants growing in your room. And Neela she's going to retire to her apartment that kind of is adjacent to it's not adjacent, it's in with the servant quarters. But it's sort of like one of the larger rooms, kind of where Clyde lives, and she's gonna go tuck the Weave children in. She bids you goodnight. She gives you one last hug. Thanks you for your help. Apologizes one last time for making a mess. And she's going to retire. As are the rest of you. All of you have what is uneventful night, or uneventful night, I should say. Sleep comes rather quickly, those of you who require it. Iona, you have something occur during your trance. It's not a dream, it's just a vision. And it's very brief. You see what looks like a outside hall of doorways. Starts lowly lit, just the ground at first, until a glow begins to grow. You can see now that these doorways lead to nowhere. They are darkened. You walk between them, and that's when you see a familiar face standing between the buildings that the doorways lead through. Is a golden feline humanoid. Long gold braids tumble past between the ears, past the shoulders. Shiny gold clothes. And above, you see a celestial event that you've never really seen before. Can't explain it. You feel like only here would you ever see it. You see this. The figure stands in a sultry position, her elbow against a doorway, and she doesn't say anything. She just kind of looks at you, and then looks at the doors, and then looks back at you as you kind of scan the doors. You have no idea what's behind them. There's no indication. Nothing is written, no signage, just choices as far as the eye can see. And that's all you get as you come out of your trance. Everybody else, you may, and I should have a little trumpet sound, apply a long rest.
Hallelujah.
The morning comes. The twittering birds signal an encroaching spring. And Baranor, you're the first to kind of be up and at 'em as Luna and the pups are still out. But it's not too long before Luna comes tottering through the woods to you. And she's kind of looking into the woods and then back at you, and she starts to whine a little bit as she looks deep into the woods from whence she came.
Immediately alert now.
Yeah.
Does she seem frightened of it? Alert, like on guard?
No, she doesn't seem. She doesn't seem frightened, like she's seeing a predator or she senses danger. She's just kind of. First of all, she's on her own, and she's like, just that. It's that only a dog owner would know what it sounds like of that specific dog, like the barely perceptible squeaky whine of concern.
Right. She's on her own?
Yeah.
So no
Pups are nowhere to be seen. No pups.
Okay. Where are the pups?
She just kind of looks back up at you, and you hear, and she turns back to the woods, and she just kind of barks into the forest.
Lead on.
And she just kind of looks at you, and at this moment, I'll take an animal handling check.
I didn't close it. Okay. Yeah, that's 26.
26. So you're able to glean her body language. She has a tinge of concern with just an underlining silvery lining of impatience, and she barks again.
All right.
And this a little more mother saying your whole name kind of a thing.
Okay.
That's when you hear little stumbly footsteps through the woods, and first you see Apollo, the carbon copy of his mother, kind of pouncing through the woods. He's got what looks like a mouse in his mouth, and he just kind of like bounds a couple of steps into view and stops, sitting straight up, looking at his mom, his tail wagging. And she just kind of like stomps her foot and like huffs at him, like, hurry up. And behind him, you hear this little yipping of like, you know, sort of puppy like frustration. And Fenrir is going to be moving on through the woods, and he's got just leaves and sticks and twigs stuck in his fur. And he's in one of his ears is like taped down to his head with like pine sap, and he just kind of like does that puppy, and you see Apollo kind of look down at him and then look back at his mother, you know, like he couldn't be bothered with his brother, like, look what I found.
Yeah.
And the two of them join the two of you.
Okay. Does Luna look less concerned now?
Yeah, she just turns around and starts walking in the direction you were going.
Okay. Baranor will reach down and like kind of brush some of the twigs and stuff off of Fenrir. Can't do much about the sap at the moment, but like gives him, brushes him off, and then gives him a little tap on the hindquarters to like follow his mom.
Yeah. Yeah, the three of them are gonna all sort of lead you towards Stonehelm Keep to join the others. Maven, you find yourself this early in the morning, in Sunny's lair. You haven't really said much to him since you got back from the Hells. You fought the dragon-riding, yellow-skinned fellas together. But after that, it was pretty much straight here, and then you kind of shoot him into his nest, and here he's been. So you kind of find yourself sort of at the outskirts of in his cave, near the entrance to it, and you find yourself really in front of the huge bronze dragon statue that's in here. As Sunny's nest is sort of up a few, like, huge natural stairs that lead up to where his nest is in the top corner of this cave. And you know it gets hotter the closer you get up there, so you're just kind of leaning against maybe a plaque or something at the base of this statue, and you hear this rush of flame, and you can see little jets of flame erupting from the stone. You know that this stone is very special. It's some sort of a natural absorbent, sort of the way you absorb the elements of the realm you're in. You guys have found that the stone here is similar, which is why Sunny's able to kind of affect the temperature in this room and sort of bleed heat into these stones that sort of retain it. And you can tell just from the air in here, that he's more comfortable than he was.
Yeah.
And after a few seconds, you see through a curtain of smoke that he likes to sort of root in, a white clawed paw steps onto a step, followed by another, and his long gecko-like neck snakes out of it, and the rest of him slithers down the steps one by one. And he steps down to where you're at in a seated position, but he's tall now. He looks down at you. And he just, in your head, you hear in Draconic, "Good morning, Mother."
Good morning. No, you're absolutely beautiful, right?
He's going to kind of turn his head away a little and say, "I know why you're saying that."
Because you are?
And he's just going to kind of like shiver a little as he steps down into the colder section of the cave. And he's like, "You know I liked it where we were."
I do. I couldn't stay there.
And he's going to kind of stomp a little and step away a couple of steps. And he's like, "Why not?"
Because it was changing who I was. And into somebody I never wanted to be.
And he's going to kind of look up at his nest and stare away. And he's just going to say, "It reminded me of home."
Yeah.
And after a moment or two, he's just going to kind of look over at you, and he's going to take notice of your demeanor and just say, "But this is Mother's home. So this is my home." And he's going to kind of like deflate a little and bend down, and his giant head is going to kind of nuzzle against like your whole body.
He's gonna squeeze him real tight. "I'm really sorry that I can't be somewhere else for you."
And he's going to say, "It's okay, I'm fine." And he's going to get up and he's going to leave out the door.
And he walks away. "Wait, I have to tell you that we're leaving soon." Okay, he's gone.
He's like, "I know, we're always leaving soon."
Please don't eat any more statues. And then she's gonna go find everybody else.
So breakfast is quick. Breakfast is brief.
Yeah.
It's, sausage, egg, potatoes, a little bit of breakfast ale. And if you wish to grab anything, is there anything anybody wants to do for a couple of hours to prepare for this next leg of your journey? You planning on going to the Taliesin Monastery, and while neither you or anyone else has a direct route there, I would be okay with you guys sort of, speed running through, transporting to the capital, and then you could absolutely get to the Taliesin Monastery from there. But is there anything anybody wants to do to prepare? Anything you want to grab? You have a couple of hours to sort of outfit yourselves. You're not exactly sure the next time that you'll be in a proper town where you can restock. You're sure the monastery probably has potions, provisions, things like that, but after that it's anybody's guess.
Sure.
None of you are familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go on down the list.
Did you see something?
We'll just go on the list. The probably good idea is to go on the list.
Invariably, one of mine's going to get hosed.
Yeah. Baranor, let's just do the Discord list thing. Baranor, what are you grabbing? Are you changing armor? Are you grabbing weapons? Are you offloading anything you want to keep here? Let's just have everybody go ahead and think about what it is you want to bring with you. If you want to attune to anything specific on the magic item list that maybe you're not right now, or detune from something.
Pretty good, honestly. Like, the trip to the capital pretty much, fulfilled everything I was needing. So.
Okay.
All
right. Yeah.
What?
I said seriously though, I'm probably much of the same. I mean, we got kind of reprovisioned and kind of upgraded some stuff while we were out in the capital.
Yeah.
All right. Iona, I heard you speaking up. Is there anything you wanted to do before you guys kind of get going?
Yeah, I have some poison components, so I'm going to make some poison because it's probably best to do that here than in an unfamiliar place.
Okay. All right. How many do you got and how many do you want?
I mean, I have multiple of like the same components, so in terms of rolling for it, is there a limit on how many things I'm going to have time to make, or?
Well, I'll say that it's going to take, what did we say, like a half hour per dose? So you've got 2 hours, so you guys are like going to agreed upon leave. So I'd say you could do 4.
Okay, in that case.
Components for it.
Yeah, I am going to do. I'm going to do the purple worm poison, definitely. And then I will do 1 each of the ashvine berries, the bloodroot, and the beetle extract.
Okay.
I'll do my. I'll say that I'll do my 4 rolls for that in the order that I just said it.
Yeah, let's see if you get a 1 or a 20.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. The 15 or the 20, the 15 I'll apply to the purple worm, which is enough. It's very volatile. It's the one that you're the most careful with in your preparation. You take the full 30 minutes to brew this thing properly, because not only is purple worm poison extraordinarily dangerous and potent, but it's also very expensive for the components. And you are trying to show the components you got from Xander Feng with the respect you feel they probably deserve. The other 3, you're able to make in no problem at all. And you got 4 little vials now with some pretty hefty stuff. And we're down to Koza, Maven. Anything in particular the 3 of you wish to do this morning before setting off?
I have something I'd like to do, but I'm like all the way down on the list.
That's okay.
I think I'm good.
Okay. Maven's gonna go to Koza's door. Knock on it.
I open the door.
Hey, so do you remember that cloak that I gave you when I first joined the group? Do you still have that? Are you using it?
Is it the Cloak of Calm Emotions?
No. It was a different one, but it was a nice cloak.
I might have it. I'll dig through where I keep my clothes and things like that.
Fire resistance?
No, it was my magic item I had. It was the cloak of protection.
I think I gave that to a while ago.
It has like 85 cloaks. Okay, I was just curious because I didn't see anybody wearing it, so.
No, Kravish has 85 cloaks.
Oh, that's true.
No, I have 1 cloak that can be 85 different cloaks.
He's got 85 pants.
Before you got that one, you rivaled Don for his fucking wardrobe.
But yeah, okay, so I was just curious because if nobody's using it, I would love to have it back.
Yeah, that would probably be handy.
Yeah. So where's the super cloak, guys?
Well, we'll say that, you guys kind of hash out where that is, and it is formally returned to you. It's a very pretty cape, and it's going to take you an hour to attune to it. That's a +1 to your AC, and a advantage on saving throws. Or no, excuse me, a +1 to saving throws.
Yeah, I do believe that's it. So
You just make sure you change all your saving throw scores increased by 1. All right, and anything for you?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
All right. So, like I said, we can just have you guys, make like you're gonna go through sort of a kind of like an airport where you've got a connecting flight.
Have a layover.
Yeah, real quick layover in the capital. It is going to be your knight's discount is applied, so it's going to be 100 gold for the party to travel through the gate system to the Taliesin Monastery. There is, the capital transportation network. Monastery is included. You notice that no one is currently traveling there. It's a rather quiet and abandoned part of the hall. It looks like a lot of people don't go there regularly, but with a little payment, you're able to make your way into the circle. The attendant kind of charges the knobs and the levers and the dials and does a little Wizard of Oz kind of action behind the curtain until the circle glows blue. And you guys know you got about 10 seconds to get everybody through it. Real quick, just to make sure everyone knows who is here. Daunt is with you. He looks like he's in some real formidable dark leather armor. He's got his hair tied back in a low ponytail. His real pretty rapier on his side. He's got a small pack and he's got a couple pouches on his hip. He's with you. Maven, I'm guessing you're taking Sunny.
Oh yeah. If he doesn't want to come, I'm not going to force him. But yeah.
No, he comes with you. He doesn't want to be alone at Stonehelm Keep, so he's he kind of gives you a someone's got to protect you, Mom, kind of a thing.
Okay, baby.
And
so.
Baranor, what is the traveling status of the pooches?
The pups are in the ring, and Luna is at my side.
Okay. You step into the circle, and before long, the magic sort of takes over, and you all feel the familiar rush as you are thrust through the air. Throughout the arcane, webway weave, you feel your bodies lurching left and right, and it's like, all right, when my feet gonna hit the floor? Kind of preparing your minds for that like sudden stop, and it doesn't come. You feel yourselves rushing through space at an accelerated rate, although there's no wind. There's no rushing air. There's nothing. Until you realize you're not moving. You're all of you individually. You look around, expecting to have landed at the Taliesin Monastery, yet here you float. Your limbs lighter than air. You look around, you're alone, each of you, alone. Nothing but an ethereal blackness before you. You look as far as you can to the left, to the right, and nothing. Just black. And suddenly, you are bathed in red, glowing light. Almost blinding. It's difficult to tell the source, as it feels like this light is everywhere. It burns into your skin. It warms your face while the rest of you remains frigid. And finally, it starts to shrink, and you can get a feel for actual depth in this space. Whatever this is, this light backs up until you see great eyelids start to encompass this light as it retreats 50 feet, 100 feet, 200 feet. And a billowing black smoke from this orifice constantly flows. you see this before you.
Fabulous.
Oh, goody.
Guys?
There are no guys. You each are alone. You call into the void and don't hear your voice, but you do hear something. Blind. What do you each do?
Blind.
Blind? Is that what you said? Blind?
Forever blind.
What the
Sorry to hear that.
You or me? Which one of us is blind?
Must see. And it squints and opens its eye as it grows closer to you. You notice there's no pupil. It's just a blank, glowing red eye. Must help to see. And all of you are wrenched into blackness once again, and now you do feel yourself moving, feel yourself hurtling downward and slam into stone. Each of you now realize you are accompanied by your friends. Each of you take... Let me get my dice out.
Great.
6 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground with almost the force that you were falling 20 feet onto your sides, your knees, your ankles. Some of you roll your feet and hit the ground with your elbows. You're flat on your back, and you find out. No, this happened so fast you didn't even have a chance to react.
Okay.
Your feather fall, your slow fall, all of it is completely useless here. Until you realize that you are not on a stone circle. You look around and you blink and notice that you're in the middle of the woods. You expect yourselves to be on a stone circle somewhere in the Taliesin Monastery, as was your destination. But here you find yourself in a cherry blossom orchard.
Baranor, while alert, getting up very quickly after hitting the ground and whatnot, getting into a ready stance, is oddly more comfortable.
Does Maven know where this is? Would she know?
Oh yes.
Okay.
You're not exactly sure where you specifically are, but you know you're anywhere within 20 miles of the monastery, as the tops of the trees are quite high. It's difficult to see, any kind of... the monastery is on the edge of the ocean. You know that cherry blossom trees grow pretty exclusively at the Taliesin Monastery, or at least along the mountain range that leads to it. But it's difficult to really pinpoint how far away you are.
But I would know how to get back, that kind of thing.
It might take a little. I mean, you know where the sun is, and it might take a little bit of surveying to kind of get your bearings, which wouldn't be difficult for between you and Baranor and probably Koza and a couple of the others that are pretty savvy. But yeah, you did not make it all the way. Something interrupted you and cast you out here. You all sort of pick yourselves up and sort of dust yourselves off.
Who saw the giant space worm with the big teeth?
This is why walking is far safer than taking public transportation.
I mean, I can't say you're wrong, but also can't say that you're right. But I think we can figure out how to get to the monastery from here. We're not far. I know. And then I'm going to describe how you would get there from where the cherry trees are. now, based on the existence of where we are.
Yeah. Don's gonna join you guys. He's also kind of, rubbing his shoulder. It looks like he landed on his shoulder. And he's just like, oh, terribly rough landing there, chaps. Is that normal?
No.
I didn't think so. My friend Yuno's pretty good at transportation. Didn't expect to be hitting the ground so hard.
I don't think that was Yuno's fault.
As you all sort of stand here, collecting.
Did Dawn see it as well?
Good question.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I saw something. Big glowing eye in the middle of the sky. I just assumed it was all parts of the teleportation. Maybe we had to pass through it later. Yeah, I saw it too, guys.
We've seen this before, unfortunately.
You've seen that before. Should it be something to expect moving forward then?
Yes.
Great.
Karish, can you fill him in?
Yes. So I'll fill him in on the various visions we've all had of this singular red eye, another big baddie.
Yeah, you guys kind of grab your gear and with we don't need to involve a roll with Baranor. You can sneak up a tree, figure out which way's west, and Maven, you have a good idea on how to find fine. Looking at your compass and stuff, figuring out your bearings, you can kind of set off along a everything is inclining, by the way. Everything is going uphill from here in the direction that you're going. You kind of chat and walk as you guys hike through these beautiful, tall cherry blossom trees that constantly rain these petals down very, very slowly. There's almost no wind right now, especially cutting through the woods, so these petals just sort of litter the ground slowly, constantly, as you regale to Daunt your experiences with this strange entity. And right there is where we will take a break.
Okie doke.
Okie dokie.
I am calling it 4:05, so we'll take 15 and meet back here at 4:20, y'all.
Perfect.
So, see you when we get back. So, folks, as you all traverse through the woods, I'll say that Maven, you're pretty sure, and with Baranor's ranger skills, you're able to nail down that you're about 5 miles away from the monastery. You don't have a lot of experience in, properly mapping a 5-mile radius of woods around the monastery. You're pretty good with, a mile around it, but 5 is pretty far out. You were mostly a kind of go out on a mission kind of a girl anyway, so I'll say that you don't know these woods that well. There's certain species of poisonous plant to stay away from, and there's occasional, wild animals that's indigenous to this region that are perhaps a little less friendly than others. But you're pretty sure it's smooth sailing to the castle.
Okay.
Easy peasy then for Baranor. We got bearing, we got distance.
Yeah.
We're about 5 miles away. We need to go northwest. I think we're good.
It's a rather pleasant journey through the woods. I am just going to need a survival check from Baranor and 2 perception checks from 2 people in the party, preferably someone out front and someone in the rear.
Like the rear.
You said survival?
Yes, please. DC will be low. It's not a long journey, and topography is it's pretty much just a steady incline. It's not like you're, hiking uphill, but it's the, direction is moving up.
That becomes a 23.
Okay.
30 perception from me.
All right, who's in the front? Let's get one from someone up front.
Hello. Okay.
I can do it if no one else is doing it. Oh.
Oh, God.
Oza took the front. Oh, no.
Butterfly crosses his path.
That's your second 12 in a row. What's going on there, Koza?
He has like a +9, like... Oh, no.
He's rolled a 3.
Rolled a 9. Damn.
Is your perception... Are you not proficient in perception?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? What does your character sheet say?
No, I'm not.
No, that sucks.
Why?
A druid. He must just have like a very, very small little hut where he like encapsulated himself with vines and didn't care to look at anything.
Nope.
He's a hermit druid.
He was busy raising kids.
Yeah. Well, with Baranor on the stick, nothing sneaks up on you all. Kravish, you're doing your best to kind of keep an eye on your rear while also flashing a look at Maven. And Maven, I'm going to say this, that on your little journey through the woods here, you can feel yourself in familiar territory. You can feel yourself going through, like, what's going to happen when I get there? Who am I going to see? What should I say? Like, how do I look? And how do I look pops into your head more than once. And you instinctively press your fingers to your forehead and notice that your horns are gone.
Oh, thank goodness.
You look down at your hands, and your skin is fair once again. You feel no real sharp edges to your teeth with your tongue. Your cheekbones are softer than you remember them being for the last few years. And you breathe a small sigh of relief that you will be able to present yourself the way you hoped you would, as your gaze rests on Kravish, who sees you kind of preening yourself very uncharacteristically.
Got this. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. And she's kind of like muttering to herself next to Kravish. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. She has not prepared any of you for the people we're going to meet, so she's a little bit nervous about the lapse in judgment on that.
I'm going to say that Sonny, as he usually does whenever you take it to foot, he doesn't really love walking around a lot, so he's going to take to the sky and, kind of jet off into the distance, but you know that he's probably really close, flying around, keeping an eye on things.
Let's get sticking, I guess.
Yeah. So about an hour of walking a steadily inclining topography. The hills, they ebb and flow, they dip, they rise, until you feel yourselves really gaining some elevation. Your breath seems a little tougher to keep, especially while you're moving and struggling up to go uphill. You guys can start to feel that your breath is visible. The cherry blossoms, they dwindle in the frequency at which they fall. And after about an hour, Maven, you're the first one to see, through a crest in the trees, far in the distance, maybe a mile or more away, just over the tops of the trees, you're able to see a very welcoming and familiar sight. A multi-staged, tall tower-like structure in the distance. Dark wood, red trim, kind of upturned pointy corners, and just one building stacked on top of the other. You see that there it's rather large, and there are a few smaller buildings attached to the side of it. You also notice that there's what looks like the very tippy top of a wall. So maybe you know this, but everyone else is sort of seeing this now, that there's like a wall that surrounds the property, but it's still far away, and it's still very much higher up than you are now. And your breath really becomes visible, and you start pulling your clothes tighter to you. And it's starting to get really cold until one or two of you notice that the breeze is bringing with it like snow flurries. You guys must be really high. Must be really high or something, because it seems unusual this late this close to spring for there to be snow. You hear distant thunder rolling. The wind whips. It fills your nostrils with cold air until a proper breeze with like real windy snow flurries brushes in, and you all feel very, very cold. You look up and the blue sky is turned gray.
Just typical weather around here this time of year? I mean, not that I'm complaining.
Around here, damn.
Not really.
It's a little bit colder than normal.
Okay.
Another crash of thunder. It feels closer.
This time of year?
A lot of it different than it normally is.
Okie dokie. Just wondering. As I'm loading up video. Okay. Locking the crossbow.
You're all struck with a force of wind, a gust of wind that almost blows you back down the mountain where you came from, until you see like a mass above the trees, a shadow flying across what sunlight there is through this strangely occurring storm system above you. A shadow flash this way, another shadow this way. And each of these shadows bring thunder and lightning and a gust of snow, until a bolt of lightning strikes the surface of the rock right next to where you are hiking. I need Kravish, Maven, Yuno, and Koza to all make dexterity saving throws.
Oh boy.
Right. Okay.
Well,
Fabulous, guys. Come on.
Alright, anything under a 16 is a fail. So Iona and Maven, you guys are good. Maven, you're going to take a quarter damage. But this lightning strike blasts Kravish and Yuno backwards 5 feet.
Should take a quarter damage.
I think that I have evasion, I believe.
Evasion would
So you take no damage.
Nothing. I take nothing from this place.
But Iona, you're going to take 7 points. Everyone else is going to take 14 points of lightning damage as these shadows they whisk and move around. And in your head, Maven, you can hear Sunny. It sounds a little muffled, but you hear something like, "Everything okay? Big storm coming. Very cold." And it just kind of fades away. One of these shadows kind of zips by and gets real close, and it's just a mass of clouds and snow and wind, while the other one, a darker, grayer cloud, whips through the other side. You guys find yourselves surrounded by these whirling, huge clouds the darker cloud, just bolts of lightning, blue lightning, kind of erupt from it, and these two creatures are going to orbit around the party, and I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
You're full.
Yeah.
So are we just anywhere in the clearing?
Anywhere you want, as long as those that were struck by the lightning are kind of near each other, that's fine with me.
I will need help getting on the field as well as Luna.
Okie dokie. Let me go ahead and make sure everyone is the right size that's on the field. I know, Kravish, you are too tiny. Let's get you right. Okay, there you go. And let's shrink you a bit. Okay, let's get everybody else on the field. Oh, I didn't make a frickin' thing for Daunt. Oh, hold on. Koza, let's get you.
Oh, you put on a little Koza.
Wide body.
There's Koza.
He's just
There's
big up.
Baranor. He's not fat, he's poofy. Luna. There's Luna. Hold on, she's too big.
She's way too big.
There she goes.
Sorry.
Way too big. All right.
And Koza was up front.
Yep, place yourselves where you think you were as you move around. And I will... You know what? I'm going to use Lorexina as Daunt for right now.
Perfect.
So he is not a little white-haired drow elf monk. He is a dashing, swashbuckling, dark-skinned warlock.
See the turn window. The turtle box up.
Yeah, I don't have the...
Okay. Now got it.
All right. He's going to get a 12. I'll give you a turn. Koza, I'll give you a turn because I don't see you on there.
Maven and Kravish are still really big.
I'm a
Okay,
big
hold on.
lady. I can live vicariously through my my mini, okay?
There you go.
She's gonna play a Goliath the next campaign.
I'm going to play the tallest thing you've ever seen in the next campaign, okay?
One time I was
Be a
playing
lot
D&D
to-
and I let other players vote on my character's height. They made her 6'3".
Love heart
Wow.
eyes.
I miss Belbroth.
All right, who are we missing? Is that all y'all? I don't think it is. I think we're missing somebody.
Koza's initiative isn't in there.
Oh, right. I haven't rolled yet.
There.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, everybody's on the board. All right. Okay. Everybody get your numbers in there. And now let me descend this. Perfect. Okay.
Kravish, you're still huge.
Say again?
You're still huge.
No, he's not.
No, he's just tall.
He's just big. Like him and Koza are both pretty big.
Alright.
Baranor, you can go to like a really big magic shop and buy like an enlargement potion if you're feeling a bit left out.
No, I just didn't. I knew Koza was big. I didn't think Kravish was that big.
Yeah, he's like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, he's almost as tall as
6'8".
Yeah.
The only one taller than me is Koza.
Yeah.
He's pretty huge. Okay. So, let's do this. For the sake of... Oh, that sucks. How about cloud?
Like a Photoshop little cloud.
The internet does not want to cooperate. Oh, here we go. What's this? Perfect. Okay. Let's stretch it out. And let's copy it. Copy. Paste. And let's flip this around so that we can start playing. Okay. All right. So,
Okay.
these two entities, which need a turn.
I know who they are. Right?
You have some idea.
Let's not actually try to kill them, please. It's just gonna yell at.
What are they
Please.
then?
Just
All right.
go with it. Trust me, please.
Kirbish, you are first. You can gauge like a center of mass. You feel like these are dense enough that a projectile will hit them and perhaps not go straight through. But they're moving pretty quick. So for right now, their AC is going to be crazy.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to hold my action until after Maven goes.
Okay.
Eh.
You are next.
I'm just gonna throw a firebolt out.
Okay. Who are you hitting first?
Whatever one's closest to me.
That would be the southern one, but not by much.
23 to hit.
23 does hit.
26 points of fire damage.
All right, 26 points of fire damage at cloud number 2, and as you do so, your firebolt just rockets towards this thing, and you kind of lead it like you're hunting, goose or something. You lead it a little. It impacts on the cloud, and you notice for just a brief moment that when you hit it, it impacted on something solid and lit the inside of the cloud just briefly, like a flash. And all you could see was some kind of a long, slender body. And it's going to. So these guys are about 30 feet in the air, and they are going to encircle your group. So we'll have him move here. We'll have this one move here. And this guy right here is going to shoot a ice storm at. Let's see, is that area of effect? Let me see. 20 feet. Radius. Yeah. All right. A hail of rock, hard ice pounds to the ground in a 20-foot radius. 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point. Okay, so let's have a dex save from everybody.
Beach.
Is
Everybody.
it like a spell? Or is it like an effect?
It is a spell.
Okay.
Seriously?
Advantage.
It is a spell.
But I bet an 11 is still not going to be.
All right.
Woohoo! 26.
Oh, damn.
Maven is.
How the? Iona is a fail. Maven, you're a fail. Everybody else looks like they passed. You passed. Yeah. The two chicks. So sorry. But you're going to take 2d8 bludgeoning, 4d6 cold. So let's do that. 2d8.
Only on a fail, or is it half for everybody else?
That's a fail. So this is the monk and the cleric. You get 9 points. Everyone else gets 4.
Evasion for Baranor or Luna will take 4.
All right.
I'm sorry, how does that break out?
It's 9 is. That's just the bludgeoning full.
Oh,
Okay.
That's bludgeoning. Okay.
And this is going to be the cold. I just got to switch my dice.
And so those of us that made our save only took half of that, or 4 points.
Correct. And you're going to take half of this. So those that pass take 10 cold damage. Those that fail take 20.
And I'm resistant to cold, so I'll take half of that.
Okay.
So that's 5
And
cold to me.
I have evasion, so I take nothing. Maven takes half, I think, even though she failed.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how evasion works. Perfect.
that's going to be its turn. This guy up here, you see this. I wish there was a way for me to animate this cloud up here on the right. It's got a darker hue. There are bolts of lightning careening from it, and it's going to shoot a ball of lightning. You see this sphere of electrical energy careen down and impact right about here. And it's going to catch everyone in a 10-foot radius, which is not Daunt. It is going to catch Kervish, and it's going to miss Baranor and Luna. So everybody else, make another dexterity saving throw.
Sweet Jiminy Christmas.
I swear to God, if I roll another fucking 5, I'm getting a new dice.
29.
Woo!
I'm gonna go get new dice. I can't do this.
Oh no!
For my
Oh
board of
no.
dice.
No.
I keep rolling 5s. I think I've rolled 4 5s in a row or something
Oh
ridiculous.
my god! So that's going to be 17 will pass. So it looks like I need one from Koza and let's see, Baranor. Did I get one from you and Luna? I don't know. It doesn't show up.
You said I was out of range.
Oh yeah. You're right. Sorry. Daunt, however, is going to have to make a roll. I'll just roll real dice for him. We got a natural 20. All right, that's cool. Okay, so 17 is passing. So that's 8 full on the bludgeoning, as it just impacts on the ground and spreads out with a wall of force hitting all of you. I don't know that anybody but Maven and Koza failed, so you two take 8 points of bludgeoning and 7 points of lightning damage. Rolled low here, folks. So 8 and 7 is full. 4 and 3 is half. That's going to end their turn. Maven, you're next.
So this is what we're doing now? She's really, really unhappy. And she's going to... You said they're 30 feet up?
Yep.
So she would like to run up to... Oops, I didn't change. Run up to whichever one and just like move so she's directly underneath it and do a radiant stun bolt at it.
Do it.
28! Really? Now roll at 18? 28 to hit.
That's pretty good.
And 11 points of radiant damage.
All right. Seems like you would have expected it to like disperse this cloud, but it just doesn't. Not quite.
Okay. Well, she's gonna spend a focus point and do it again as a bonus action.
Nice.
18 to hit? Doing fabulous
18 does
today.
hit. Yeah,
God.
that hits.
And that'll be 8 points of damage.
All right. As your sunburst strikes into this cloud, the light of your attack illuminates first the outer layers of mist of the cloud, and then penetrates and impacts, lighting it from inside. And you too see kind of a long, elongated shape in there, but you also see just a couple of frames of movement as it flashes. It looks like something attached to the side, almost wings, but it's very brief. It's very hard to see.
That's my turn.
All right, Baranor, you're next.
Actually,
Daunt is
me.
going to be after you.
It's actually me. I held my action until after.
Yes, you did. Okay, what would you like to do?
All right, I am going to use my action to go ahead and cast a first level bless on Baranor, Iona, and Koza.
Nice.
Iona and Koza. Let me give you guys bless. Iona gets bless, And Koza gets blessed. So all of you guys get a D4 to your attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay.
Keep that in mind. All right. They are blessed.
Is it my turn now, or are you still going? Okay.
Going to... I'm also going to use a little bit of movement to kind of move over a little more this way.
All right.
Right there. Yeah.
You are there.
Okay. And
On your
that's
turn.
my turn.
Okay. All right. It is now Baranor's turn.
Okay. I will Hunter's Mark this one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to chuck a soul knife at it.
Chucked. Twing.
Let's see, yeah. Flat roll, yeah, okay.
Oh, that was going to be cool.
Plus a 18 to hit.
18 does hit. Your bless got you right over the edge.
Yes. Alright. So initial soul knife damage is 10. And because Maven is right there, I get sneak attack damage. Plus the Hunter's Mark damage. Which will be 6d6 total. So 39 points of damage all total.
Jesus. I'm going to say with damage that severe, and being that your soul knife is psychic, correct?
Yes. And it makes all the sneak attack damage psychic as well.
Okay. As your soul knife impacts whatever this thing is, in your head, a connection is very briefly made and then broken. But in that moment that you're connected with this, you can tell this thing is conscious, sentient even, and very like you'd expect it to be angry that it got hit, and all you feel is mischievous joy. And also just a flash of purple and pink.
Okay. Luna's gonna take the dodge action, and I'll stay where I'm at. That's my turn.
Okay. Daunt is going to borrow a line from Yuno and get the fuck out of there. He's going to use his full movement. He's going to move past Kravish, and he's going to throw 3 Eldritch Blasts. 2 at this one. This one looks injured. 1 at this guy. So let's do that. His first Eldritch Blast is a natural 19. That's going to hit. Second Eldritch Blast is a 17, just missing. And his third towards the other one is a natural 3. That's going to miss as well. Too bad. But he did hit 1 out of the 3. And he's going to do 13 points of force damage against this guy. And he's just going to shout to everyone, "Careful, chaps. They're hard to hit." Iona, you are next with Koza on deck.
Okay, I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon on this one and take a slash at it.
Okay.
And with bless, that is... Okay, 15 probably isn't going to do it.
Nope, a 15 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, but then for my action, I am going to do Pull the Dead just to see how they react to it. I'm not sure if this one has this one taken damage?
No.
Actually. Okay.
You would be the first.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to Pull the Dead anyway.
Okay.
Just to see how its wisdom is.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a 23.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
Pretty good. Okay. Anything else?
Things I try to be within 30 feet of everyone, because that way I can negate a crit if something crit successes. So I might just... The thing is, it is doing sort of area of effect stuff, and I don't want us to be sort of caught up in that. So I think it might be worth just moving up this way so that we're a bit more spread out.
Alright.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Koza, you are next.
I am going to cast Call Lightning.
Boom.
Send a bolt right at this guy right here.
Okay. Do I gotta make a dex save?
I need a dex save.
Alright.
Probably gonna pass.
From which one?
From the one on the right.
Okay. Natural 20.
Well, yeah.
Sorry. He'll still take half.
Half. So that's 3d10 lightning.
It's my second natural 20. I feel like every time I get one, I should reward you guys with something.
3 points of lightning damage.
Greater than 0.
And yeah. And that's the one that was casting lightning, and you definitely noticed that it had an effect. Which you're very glad of.
Well,
okay.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna summon my spiritual weapon. You know what? Where would flanking Baranor's sword be?
Well, let me ask you a question.
Baranor's sword?
Wait.
That's Iona's.
That's my spiritual weapon.
Yeah, where would I have to put mine to flank hers?
Well, that's a good question, Iona. How high up is your spiritual weapon?
I mean,
they're
how high
30
is
feet
the
up.
cloud? Is it? Okay.
They're 30 feet up, and they are considered huge. So 15 by 15. So are you going to be at the very lower fifth, or are you in the middle, or are you at the top?
I mean, it's probably going to be relatively low down. So, you know, if 30 feet is the lowest it is, or if you're saying their center is 30 feet up, then it would be about 15, 20 feet up. But if the lower part is 30 feet up, then it'll be 30 feet up.
Okay, so in order to flank, you would have to be so 30 feet is where its lowest point is. You'd have to be 45 feet up, and
yeah, I don't think I can go that.
You have to be about almost 60 feet away.
Alright, well then I'll put it as far as I can.
And I think we've already established you can't flank with a weapon.
Yeah,
so that's a no-go anyway.
Then I'll just put it as far up as I can.
Okay.
And I'll hit it.
Alright. Are you able to produce it, or you need me to?
No, I need you to put it down.
Okay.
Oh, come on. That was almost a step of 15.
Oh, wow.
That dice are cursing me today.
I feel that.
Okay, that's my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
God damn it.
Back to the top of the round. Kravish, you are up.
Okay. Let's... I thought we were going to be coming here to, discuss the situation with... trying to use vicious mockery. I'm going to use vicious mockery on the one that is closest to Maven.
Okay.
So that means... DC 17 Wisdom save.
Alright. So I got a natural 19, and they have a very high wisdom.
Okay.
For a 23.
So it's a save or suck, so...
Alright.
Nothing happened.
It withstanded you somehow. Bummer.
Giggle.
And for...
It's a good one!
Yeah. And then I am going to... yeah, it basically sums it up, Baron. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to confer a die of Bardic Inspiration to Maven.
Thanks, babe.
No problem, boo. As a B10.
D10. That's what I always forget, is what the actual dice is.
Okay.
Okey-doke.
All right. If that ends your turn, Krabish,
Yeah.
you are next.
I am going to trap this in a wall of force, well, a dome of force, with the spiritual weapons.
Okay. I need you to make a con save.
Thunderdome.
Oh, please. Roll 20
Okay.
and fucking around. That's going to be a 25.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know if you can. I guess you can capture a weapon in there. I just can't see why not. You get 10 by 10 squares.
Alright.
Yeah,
10 foot
like plates.
radius dome, which is what I'm doing.
Okay.
So a sphere. I get a 10-foot radius sphere.
Is it a 10-foot radius dome or a sphere? Because that's different.
Either. So I'm choosing a sphere.
I would say you'd have to sacrifice some size on a sphere if you wanted to close the other side of it.
Dome or globe with a radius of up to 10 foot.
Okay. I mean, from a logistics standpoint, I feel like that's like a free 10 feet of wall of force, but that's just the DM
That's
trying to keep
how they
things
spell it,
fair. All right.
So that is trapped. And the spiritual weapons are free to do whatever they would do. Just nothing else can be cast in there through the wall.
Okay.
That'll end my turn.
All right. So this guy right here, all of a sudden you all see, kind of do his hand motions, and you see this thing like slam into a space that seems like invisibly solid, and just move around quickly and fill this sphere with its essence, to the point where just a brief moment, and everybody else really who's looking at it, you see that cloud, that dark, lightning-y cloud, kind of materialize a pair of draconic eyes in the cloud. And if you were connected to it psychically, I'd tell you what it was thinking. And then it is going to Misty Step through the sphere, because you can do that.
Can't do that.
Over here.
Nothing can go in and out through the sphere.
Yes, but you can Misty Step teleport through a wall of force. It's invisible, so you can see the spot you're wanting to teleport to, and Misty Step allows you to teleport to any point you can see.
Nothing can physically pass through the wall.
Right. That's because it's not passing through the wall, it's teleporting.
The wall also extends and blocks ethereal travel through the wall.
Well, I don't think it's traveling through the ethereal plane, it's just teleporting. Tell you what, why don't I put my money where my mouth is and post what I'm seeing. This is in the D&D Reddit. Not that that's gospel, but it's backed up by a lot of opinions in the field. Yeah, you're not teleporting through a wall of force. You disappear from one spot and reappear in another. So, teleportation does not involve passing through anything or entering the ethereal plane. You are in one place and then are in another with no intermediate step. I'm going to post this in the chat, and you go ahead and peruse it. And if you guys are that convinced that I'm wrong, I will make a ruling, and I will back it up.
I mean, per Jeremy Crawford, nothing can pass through.
Right. I'm not arguing with that. I'm saying that I'm not trying to pass through anything. I'm teleporting. So that's what it's going to do. It's going to go all the way over there, which is its turn. its buddy is going to shift 30 feet over here, and he is going to shoot. Let's see here. All right. Baranor, I need you and Luna to make a dexterity saving throw. Or, excuse me. Hold on. I don't think it's dexterity. I think it's con. Yes. I need a con save from both of you.
Ah, fuck.
As this one here rains down ice shards all over the two of you in a 15-foot cone, which I don't believe is going to hit Maven.
They both hit.
Nope, too far. All right.
Ow.
That's going to be 24 points of cold on a fail as it hits you with a cone of cold.
Okay, I am going to use my reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
Ooh.
I don't know, first level spells people rarely use. So I get resistance from that, and the next time I attack with a melee attack, I get an extra 1d6 of the damage type. So I'm going to take half of that, so 12. Luna unfortunately has to take the whole shebang.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Reaction made. And it's Maven's turn.
Does Luna have any resistance to cold at the moment?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Okay. Maven's stuff. Where am I? She's going to. They're still 30 feet up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Perfect. She's once again just going to move directly underneath the thing and do the same thing she did last time with the sunbolts. 29! That's more like it, dice. And 23. And then a 1 on damage. Okay, so 6 and 6. Seriously? It's fine. 12 points of radiant damage, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Again, you light this thing up from underneath, and you can now clearly see on either side of this long, slender object in this cloud a pair of bird wings. Large bird wings, resplendent with feathers. That's all you see. You don't see any details of a head or legs or anything like that. And it's going to use its reaction to perform a legendary, and it's going to move the hell away from Maven over here. And what the hell, I'll have this thing do that as well and shift over behind where Baranor is. Okay. Baranor, you're next.
Okay, how high up are these things?
30 feet.
Okay, I still have it. Okay, I'm going to do bonus action steady aim to give myself advantage on this guy, and I'm going to chuck another soul knife at it at advantage. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 9 initial damage, and then with advantage it gives me sneak attack plus hunter's mark. Not as good as the last time. Okay, so that's 21 points total.
Okay.
Luna's going to take the dodge action and move away. Actually, we're both going to move away. Actually, I can't now that I did that. Luna's just going to move on to the other side of me. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Baranor, you're good. Daunt is going to cast a spell called Flock of Familiars. And he's going to say, if they want to bring clouds, I'll bring some clouds of my own. And he's going to spawn one right next to each of them. And he'll spawn another one kind of in the middle in case they get away. It'll maybe be in their path. He's like, don't worry, lads. I can cast touch spells through these things. And it looks like he's preparing for maybe something else, some other spell that he has to prepare for. Koza, you are after Iona, who is next.
Okay. Well, first things first. The going to move up my spiritual weapon.
Alright.
And then I'm going to take a slash. Or, that probably hits. So I'll add the bless anyway for a 28.
28, yeah, that's enough.
So that's 11 force damage on it.
Alright.
Do I have enough time to yell a question to Maven and get an answer and still have an action, or do I just have my action?
You can shout a short sentence for free. She will not be able to answer you until her turn. I do allow quick communication on the field, though, but yeah.
Okay, I'm going to shout, to what degree are we trying not to kill them? Do you want me to light things up? And because I won't get a response yet, I am instead going to... Because it's still 30 feet up, right? So it's not directly next to me.
Correct.
Yeah. I am going to cast Blight on it.
Alright. Is that a con save?
I am close enough for that.
Oh, damn. DC 18 con. I got a natural 9. Their con's not that great, so he's gonna take full necrotic. And so with that one, that is the one that's throwing snow all over the place. As you hit it, you feel like your necrotic energy leaves the tips of your fingers, races across the sky, and envelops this in a lattice of like thorny energy. And you feel it like pull tight, like it's doing up a shoe and pulling on the shoestrings and wrench it tight, and all that fog and cloud gets kind of snuffed out, and you see that your viney things are actually holding this creature, and you hear it. A long pink serpentine creature with kind of purplish blue wings.
Yeah, if something was meant to go in session chat, I haven't seen it. Or is it? Oh, it's showing now. It hadn't come through on the board yet. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
I think I may just move again a bit, just in the spirit of not being too close to things and keeping us spaced out enough for area effect. And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Koza, you're up.
Would I recognize this creature at all?
I mean, maybe. I would say make a Arcana check, and you better roll high.
Well.
Woo-hoo-ho!
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's not as high as you need, so I'll just say this. You recognize that this is not an evil creature. You've never encountered it, but it's just given off vibes of mischievousness over, like, malice.
Mm-hmm.
It's just trying to fuck with us.
100%.
Well, in that case...
I mean, it just threw, like, a crap ton of damage at you guys, so... There are dimensions of fucking with people.
Let me measure real quick.
Yeah, turnabout's fair play.
Relative. One person fucking with you is another person's fucking you up.
Yep.
The storm cloud above us is going to dissipate, and I'm going to cast Entangle right about here, just so we can snag it.
Okay. And that's... Can you cast that in midair?
Oh yeah, I forgot these things are fucking floating. Never mind.
How does that work?
Uh...
It's a point within range.
Well, Then, in that case, I'm going to...
Oh, it says they sprout from the ground.
Yeah, it's a ground spell, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I'm going to transform into a giant eagle. I'm going to try to...
A giant eagle? Okay. What color?
We'll say... like the color of a golden eagle.
Alright. Let's see how fast I can do this. You can't change into a giant eagle yet, can you? Or is that like a polymorph thing?
It has to do with like armor or challenge rating. Yeah, I can transform into a giant eagle. They're only CR1.
I mean, it's your spell. I'm just saying, would they have more damage? I don't know.
Well, I'm not necessarily trying to damage it. I'm just trying to grab it.
I would say a giant eagle probably has better strength than a gold eagle. And that would definitely matter here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm just transforming into a giant eagle.
Okay.
Well, let me see what its strength is. The +3.
And they're a large creature, or are they huge, or are they gargantuan?
They are large.
Giant eagle is large?
Yes.
Alright, give me 1 second, Koza, and I will have your new mini. I just gotta find where you are. There you are.
15 total strength check.
Okay. You mean saving throw?
Yeah, I can make a saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be an 18.
Yeah, that's more.
These things are pretty strong. They're very sinewy.
Alright, well... would that count as an attack with my talons?
Yeah, that would be your action.
Because I get multi-attack as an eagle.
Yeah, I'd have to have you attack it.
I'm gonna make a beak attack.
Okay.
It's going to be
All right.
to hit.
Koza, you have a 6. I'm deleting you from the field, and I'll put you back, and I'll remember that you're blessed.
Okay.
Alright. Can you move yourself?
Yes.
Alright. Put her right up there next to it.
Yep.
And I will add your turn as a 6. Okay, and you are blessed. Alright, that was pretty quick.
Well,
Alright, Koza. You got a 12 to hit, right?
That's +5, so that's 17.
17 misses.
Or no, never mind. The bottom one is what I rolled. So I have a +7 to hit, so that doesn't do anything.
And don't forget, you're also blessed.
Yeah, roll a d4. It won't help unless you get a 6. But it all counts. Alright, Kravish, there are now 3 flying creatures on the field.
Alright. Fuck it. Guess I'll grab my crossbow and I'll shoot at the one that's revealed itself. An 11.
11 does not hit this thing.
Nope. And I will take my second attack. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have crossbow expert, so I can only fire the one shot with that. So I guess that's my action then.
You can always throw your crossbow at it.
I could, but alright. I am going to use my bonus action, and I am going to take flight. I'm going to drop my wings, and I am going to use my full 30 feet of movement to come up and try to get almost level with it.
I wonder. Will this work? Hey. Nope. That doesn't like that one at all. Damn. Okay, you're 30 feet in the air?
I am.
Okie dokie. Thus endeth.
Thus endeth my turn.
Alright, you are up. Now that I've thoroughly pissed off Kenny with my ruling.
I think he had to leave.
Oh, did he? I didn't read it. I didn't read that.
Yeah, you had to leave.
Yeah,
Aww.
and Steph
He rage quit. Okay, that's fine, Steph. I'm gonna have. You know what? I feel I'd be acting in Yuno's best interest. He's gonna throw a fireball. Let's see. I'm just looking in the chat. I don't know that. I didn't know that he had to leave. I didn't see that he wrote anything.
He
Oh, well.
did in the chat. He says, I've got to pop off. See you all next session.
Oh, okay. I did not see that.
At 2:22 p.m. Or on my side, it'd be 5:22 p.m. for you guys. I'm not even sure what Ellie's time is for that.
It's way later.
9.
It is the
9?
future over there.
Yeah.
9.
I mean, we were playing that with that guy in, was it South Africa? And it was like the next day for him.
Yeah, the guy that played Dawn.
Yeah,
Don.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, I see it now. I scrolled up high enough. Okay. It doesn't matter. He's going to throw a fireball. I'm going to have this guy. He's going to throw it at this dude. I'm going to have him roll a dex save. He's going to pass his dex save. Wow. I am rolling I'm rolling high. I've only gotten two natural 20s, though.
Assume he puts it high enough where I don't have to roll anything.
Okay, he's going to pass. I'm going to say this. He's going to pass his dex save. Is there any reaction or anything anybody wants to do to lower that or make him re-roll before I roll damage for him?
I don't think I can. I'm pretty much the only one near him, so.
Okay. And again, I think I'm probably properly speaking for him when I say he's going to upcast this to a level 4 because he is pissed. So let's do 9d6. Or no, wait. Yeah, 9d6. He rolled 3 1s and a 2 and a 3. Wow. Yeah, Kenny would be so angry. He'd be so upset at this. He does 12 fire damage to this guy right here. And it's enough damage.
That's a single one. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the 66 or the 96 I just rolled.
None of them were ones.
None of them are ones.
Oh. You know, right? I was looking up at Baranor's roll for some reason. You got 3 1s in a row. Oh, he did 26. I mean, they're all pretty low still, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to remember to update my scroll. That's going to be definitely enough that you all see this creature emerge from the cloud. And the cloud sort of dissipates, and this thing is in its space. Right there. Let's have him turn the other way. This creature, this creature are going to move directly over the group. Like this. That leaves your melee range, Koza, so go ahead and make an eagle strike.
+5 there? Yes, sir. What the hell?
Oh, man.
Nope. Its coiled serpentine body flies circles around you as you screech and call and swipe with your talons, and it's just dancing around you, just playing with you. Kind of actually takes its multi-tipped tail and just sort of slaps you in the face as it flies away towards the center of this space. And they are both going to combine their attacks. The aquamarine and yellow serpent creature is going to make a lightning strike that's going to combine with snow coming out of the space of the pink and purple creature, and they're going to detonate it on the ground for a 30-foot radius, which will catch everybody except for Kravish, who is airborne, and Koza, who is airborne. Everybody else, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. That's a fail. That's a fail.
Should not have been an advantage.
Even with advantage and bless, I've got 13. That's not it.
That's not it.
22.
9 for me and 12 for Luna.
Okay, and now I need I'm gonna roll for a Dex. He's got good Dex. Yeah, he passes that all day. Daunt is also getting caught in this. And he's got pretty good Dex, but not quite enough. He's going to take full. So this is for the lightning strike. That's 25 is full. Or excuse me, for the snow. No. My bad. You rolled con. This is for the snow attack. That's 25 on a failure of 16. Now I need a Dex save from everybody, as the lightning is going to strike and radiate outwards in the same space. Dex save is considerably better from Iona.
25 left.
Come on, rolling like shit.
I got a couple ones in that one. Alright, so Iona passed. I'm gonna say, what is Maven's Dex? It's gotta be 5.
I rolled a 22.
A 22 is good.
4.
Okay, so you're going to take, I think, none of each.
Yeah.
You're going to take no damage at all. And that's because Maven, you've all noticed Maven has, not been pulling her punches, but, especially with, dodging out of the way. She's dodging out of the way, like a little earlier than you'd expect. Almost like she knows what's coming, in a way, maybe familiar, and she's got a kind of a smile on her face as she flips out of the way of this attack. Everybody that got under a 16 on that one is going to take 30 points of lightning damage, so that's going to be half of 25 is 12 for those that passed the snow, and 15 for those that passed the lightning. And these two creatures are going to kind of entwine each other like a double helix DNA as they soar upward, and you hear them both start to cackle with this draconic and they look down at you, and for the briefest of moments you see almost human eyes flash where their draconic eyes were. And then they shoot straight up in the air, disappear into that storm cloud. Everything starts to go quiet. And the storm
anything you'd
cloud...
like to share with the rest of the class?
and then the storm cloud dissipates, and that blue sky returns, and you can see the temple directly ahead.
Those are the twins.
Talk, girly.
Yeah, Baranor's looking at Maven like he's in a crouch, ready to pop out his winged boots and go straight up.
I'm surprised you did it.
You better give me a reason not. He didn't need to, and he was protecting.
I
his
guess
horse.
not. I guess so.
Those are the twins. It's a long story, longer than I have time to tell you the intricacies, but what I'm about to say you're not going to take very well. They're harmless.
Harmless?
Most of the time.
Harmless?
Harmless, you say?
Luna is on 2 health.
I only say harmless the way that me and my twin are harmless.
Yeah, exactly. They weren't actually going to kill us. It's fine. I didn't know they would be here. It's random if they're here or not. They travel, obviously.
As we're all like
Sorry.
daggers.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
going
you're
to
all
cast
considerable.
heal myself. That's how many hit points I lost to fight.
Baranor's going to
Yeah,
cast Cure Wounds on Luna because she's at 2 hit points.
Yeah, you guys are in considerable pain for a prank.
Baranor's not.
You're
We got
frigidly
both like a
cold. Yeah,
All right.
Come on. Let's get to the temple.
super not cool, guys.
Baranor took a whole grand total of 12 points of damage in that fight.
Yeah.
Eek.
Hey, it all counts.
It
I
all
almost
counts.
rolled above a 5 twice the whole time.
I took like 35.
Actually, no, that's not technically true. I failed that last one, so I should take 25 more damage. So
Yeah, we're hurted.
We're almost there. Come on. We still have the steps to go. Don't worry.
that's 74. It's fine.
Just mushrooms. Do you like drama?
I do like
Because
drama.
we're all following her, grumbling behind us.
Sorry, my YouTube spoke up.
Okay, sure.
You like drama?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I usually am able to get around ads, but for some reason it didn't. It's okay. I got this.
Joe found Baranor's weakness. Con saves.
Like, I'm remembering this next time she asks about what she's getting for her birthday.
It only took about. She doesn't
So
know what
salty.
Oh.
Yeah.
The thing is, I always thought they were beautiful, but also, like, it's annoying that
Karisha
they
got that
would
mask,
just decide
right?
to play with us
They
and
do.
do mad damage.
Yeah. That. There's no way for you to know they would be here. Okay.
What do you mean there's no way?
I didn't know they would be here. They're not always here.
Were
I
they?
probably should have said the twins. Come on, let's go. There's more. There's people better apt to explain it once we get there.
Okay.
Yeah, who are the big, the winged lizards that tried to kick our asses and laugh about it?
They'll know
Dragon.
exactly. If you say that, they're gonna know exactly who they are.
Dragon. I ain't no lizard. Don't do that thumb down.
Okay.
All right. Well, are we moving on? Are we approaching the
Let's go.
temple? What?
Let's go.
We're walking.
She just walked
we're
away.
walking.
Like, we're going up the stairs. Let's go. Come on, guys. Step time. It's only 1,004. They say 1,000, but I think they want to round down.
Yeah. Let's
She's
have
all
athletics
jazzed
from
because she's
everybody.
going back home.
What's that? What
I
was
said
that?
there are a considerable number of steps as you approach the clearing at the foot of this temple. You actually are approaching the outer gates of a wall, and with the large temple beyond. It's very high. This temple. It's bigger really than it looks from a distance. It's got about 6. Maybe 7. You can't really see the bottom because it's obscured by the wall. Levels or floors. And each of those
Joe, you're cutting in
floors
and out.
Yeah, you're
are taller than a typical, story of a building. So I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
I can hear you,
Hold
okay?
on. Is that better?
Yes.
For now.
Okay. Let me see. Hold on. I'm not doing anything weird with my phone.
I don't know. You were cutting it out during your description, so
Just shitty internet connection, I guess.
I guess.
No, it's difficult to see how many floors it has. Looks like it's got maybe 6 or 7 floors. Each floor is much taller than it normally would. Reminds you of Stonehelm Keep, how it's just a big building. And as you approach what looks like the front gates that lead to the temple, you notice that there are, like she said, there's like 1,000 steps. So I'm going to need an athletics check from everybody.
Oh
I'll
boy.
roll for Daunt. Daunt did okay. I'll roll for Yuno. Yuno did not do okay. Squishy wizard has trouble climbing stairs.
Said
Who'd have thought? Yes, please.
Sides to this dice. You'd think I'd hit a high number at some point.
Yeah, and yet you
I
don't.
don't like those days. I hate them.
Brutus.
I'm going to look up as far up as I can, and I'm going to cast
Okay.
Dimension Door to get up to there as far as I can.
Is that 200 feet?
Huh?
Is that 200 feet?
I think it's
500 feet.
I'm going to do some quick internet math here. You said 500 feet?
Yep, as far as 500 feet. Yep.
Okay, I don't know if the internet's going to know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, you're going to get about halfway up there.
Cool.
So give me an athletics check anyway.
Hey, that's still half of what we all have to climb.
No kidding.
Dirty 20.
That is going to be, yeah, I mean, you've climbed these steps
Nat
100
20
million
for
thousand times.
24.
I didn't even need a dimension door. Didn't even need it.
Yeah, Kavish finds time to pull out his mandolin and just kind of strum along as he skips up these stairs.
Is anybody like obviously lagging behind?
Yeah, definitely, you know.
Okay, I can't see any
And
of
Koza looks like,
Come on, guys, let's go! And she's gonna like run behind them, and, like.
and
once they-
Iona got a
behind, she
12,
goes back
I
down.
think.
Come on, guys. It's not that hard. Come on. I'm a precisional instrument of speed and aromatic.
Baranor and Luna kept keeping up with you as best they can, considering you could run faster.
I can run very fast.
Oh,
Yes.
my elven girlfriend's a psycho.
I mean,
She likes to wake up at dawn and run upstairs.
You climb stairs for fun?
I don't
Avoid them.
I don't remember where I
Are you the
went.
kind-
when it
are you
happened,
the kind of girl that runs 5Ks at Thanksgiving? I need to know this.
And Christmas, and Harvest Day, and the Festival of the New Moon. We do marathons.
Baranor can actually run faster than Luna can.
Maybe
Well,
I'll have
yeah.
augment her speed.
Yeah, Luna only has 40 feet of movement.
Luna's like,
That's
carry
because-
me, bitch.
Yeah, that's because animals aren't adventurers that have wicked weird stats.
Yeah. I get most of mine from my elf and ranger side, so.
Yeah. That tracks. So, ascending the steps, it looks like Koza and Yuno are a little struggling, especially halfway up. Koza, you're starting to feel your weight and your presence, and not for nothing, all of you are finding it just a little difficult to breathe up here. You,
Coffee, anyone? Coffee?
It's
Coffee?
brisk.
yeah,
Coffee.
it's the air is rather thin, but and it's a little chilly up here. But you definitely finally approach as a group. You know, when you wait for Koza, who's like, and Yuno is also struggling and sweating, but he's being a lot quieter about it. In fact, he's going to utilize his cape's ability to float, and he's going to float the rest of the way and catch his breath. Because he's a wizard, he can do that.
Wizard.
You get to the top of these steps, and you see in front of you this huge 30-foot tall brass door. Double doors, actually. Huge. It's closed. On the front of this door, you see a very elaborate scene of what looks like carved battle. And there are figures that are about your height, maybe 3 or 4 feet, carved into the brass of this door, and it looks like demons versus angels at the bottom, and above them are towering humanoid creatures with immense wings, some devilish, some angelic, and above all of it, which actually is split by the seam in the door, is an immense golden armored figure with a burning brazier as a head. And that fire... brazier. Burning fire pit. And the light emanating from it is amplified. It's a very yellow fire. And you can all feel the warmth of that fire from where you stand at the steps of the Taliesin Monastery.
So
here you are.
Here we are.
you ready to go inside?
Does it look
As
kind of like
everybody
one of
else
those
is going
dwarven things from Skyrim?
Yes.
What'd you say? Someone was talking.
Oh, I said, does it look kind of like those dwarven, like, giant things from Skyrim?
You mean the big robot?
Yeah.
No. It
Well, we're
looks
gonna go
like
inside.
a great big armored figure with the sun for a head.
Right, like, yeah.
As you approach the door, you all hear this, what sounds like a crack of a bolt of lightning. Sounds different than those creatures you fought earlier. And it sounds from behind you, up on some section of the wall where there is a foot platform. And you hear this crack of lightning and this crash right in front of you, knocking everybody who's nearby. So I'm going to say Kravish, Koza, Baranor, and Maven, all of you make dexterity saving throws.
Damn it. That's a big fat 12 for me.
So you're prone.
Lovely.
19.
You are not. Luna is prone, and so is Koza. All get knocked back as this detonation, this impact, creates a huge plume cloud of dust, of stone dust. And as you all kind of sit up and kind of blink your eyes and what the fuck the whole area, you see in the center of that dust as it starts to clear an immense towering mountain of a figure who straightens up from a crouched position, and you notice a slick top of the head, folded arms that bulge with form. And as the dust slowly falls and clears, you see this standing in its place.
What, a P800?
Sorry.
A towering female Goliath with racing arm tattoos and head tattoos, hairless, gray stone-like skin, in monk's robes, very similar to how Maven used to dress when some of you first met her, and wearing a very similar Pelorian necklace around her neck to what Maven wears, and glowing blue eyes. This figure stands stock still. Oh, be disturbed in the peace of the Taliesin Monastery. The gatekeeper questions and challenges you all. I
Really,
say,
Akiva?
who be there?
As we all
It's
look
me.
to you.
It's me, Akiva Levian. I'm not playing this game with you. Let's go.
you push your way to the front, and she towers over you. You come to almost her chest.
And I'm tall.
Yeah, and she's got her arms folded. She's right in your way, and you basically post up right in front of her and look up, making her look down to you. And you see her like stoic, stern expression deflate a little, where she says, "Ah, you You're
Yeah.
back, are ya? The
Yes.
prodigal child returns.
Oh my god. Maybe it's very like teenage, angsty, kind of annoyed. Like big hand movements, big like, oh yeah, look at the big man, oh my gosh, kind of like expression. Like she's normally pretty like controlled, but like she immediately acting like a kid
Mm-hmm.
in this instance. She's like, yeah, yep, let us in. Let's go.
What you doing here, girl? Why you come back now? And why
I
you
am
bring your
honoring
friends with you?
Because I have something to discuss with someone other than you.
Make an intimidation check.
Fabulous. Okay. 16? Fair showing for Maven. I have a +1 to intimidation, okay?
That's
Fair
very
showing.
fair. She, you see her lip curl into a sneer. You're lucky that you're due in for a check-in anyway. You tell your friends not to cause no trouble now. Understand? And this Goliath woman is looking at all of you, and as she looks you all in the eye, as she said, yeah, she just got a natural 20 on her intimidation check. Yeah, it seems like it's backed up with some real power. It's been a long time since you met somebody who looked physically imposing like this. It does remind you all of your long-lost enemy, Tor of the Breakers, who is also a Goliath. Although you look at her, and there's really no resemblance other than race. Her tattoos are different. She looks different. But yeah. And she just kind of gives you all a nod of, you're allowed in, but watch it. She has a real mall cop attitude.
God,
She turns, and she's going to make a perception check over your shoulder as she scans down the mountain to make sure you're not followed by anybody nefarious. Does okay, seems satisfied. She opens up.
oh yeah, my dragon should be along shortly. Bitch.
Yeah. And she grabs the left door and wrenches it open. And as you all have the doors open before you, you can see a vast training ground. There are what looks like cherry blossom trees growing in this relatively flat courtyard. And it looks like probably maybe 1,000 feet of courtyard and grounds underneath this towering temple that lies at the side of the what looks like it's built on the side of a cliff that overlooks the ocean. And Maven, real quick, you sneak a glance over at that cliff's edge, and you see a larger than any other cherry blossom tree that you remember fighting and sparring with many of your fellow classmates at the circle built under that tree overlooking the ocean's edge. And it's about that time that you're all kind of scanning this area that Maven, holding your fire stick, you hear this something whistling through the air, and you hear and you look and you see on your fire stick a dart with what looks like a deep maroon tassel attached to it, and you hear someone go, "Oh!" And you look, and one of them is stuck in Akiva's shoulder about 3 inches. And as soon as you recognize whose dart that is, you hear from behind you, "Hey there, girl!" And you turn around, and all of you all of you see this person.
What are you doing here? And she's gonna run over there.
You recognize your friend Tash, and she also holding her quarterstaff above her, over her shoulder. She drops it and wraps her arms around you. She's a human. She's a little taller than you, but not by much. And all of you watch as Maven sort of disappears into the embrace of this dark-haired female, who is in what look like as skin-tight a Pelorian monk outfit as you could imagine. It definitely looks like it's built for range of motion, and she's pretty cut. She's pretty well put together. She's definitely got some upper body strength, but she has curves in all the right places. Let's put it that way. And at that moment when you guys kind of separate a little, she's like, "What the hell are you doing here? I'm back from a trip up north, just kind of checking a little bit. Had no idea you'd be down here."
Well, it was a little bit last minute. I've had a rough go of it. We'll have to talk later. Kind of on a little bit of a mission to go talk to the big man. So.
Oh. So you don't know then, huh?
Don't know what.
And from behind all of you, you hear another voice, only this one's much more of a booming voice. "Firebug, is that you?"
Stop it! She's going to perk up to the most excited y'all have seen her in a long time, and she's going to run back the other way. Good thing she can do this well. And jump into his arms.
Yep, you watch her disappear into the embrace of this fellow right here. And Kravish, your eyes go, huh?
Oh boy.
You see a towering, tall dragonborn of white scales whose edges end in kind of an icy blue. It's almost like his horns and the top ridges of his ears end in like a light blue crystal. He has a tail. It's very long. Each of the ridges on his tail are a light blue, and he wears kind of a Dragon Ball Z shoulder-padded sort of white monk outfit with a long flowing cape. He has extremely well-defined, gigantic muscled arms and legs. And he's picking Maven up and he's spinning her around, and the icy blueness of his eyes are aglow. And he's like, "I had no idea you were coming." And he sets you down.
It was the last minute. It was last minute. How are you? I've missed you. Oh my gosh.
"I've missed you too." And he spins around at the students who have this whole time been kind of like, "Ha, he, ha, wah," doing like a kata. They've stopped and they're watching him, and he's like, "Continue your studies." And they're just like, huh, and they just snap back to what they were doing. And he's just kind of looks at all of you, and he's like, "You've brought friends with you?"
Yeah, come meet them.
And he steps forward. Kravish, he's big. You're not sure if he's taller than you. And you kind of feel him like looking over your head to see if he can. And you're not exactly sure which of you is taller. You feel yourself straightening up more than normal.
Oh yeah, I'm turning up the volume on my shiny armor.
Your mithril adjustable plate starts to really beam and glitter, and to the point where Yuno's dark, shadowy armor with smoke emanating from it seems a little more Dracula-like. And he just kind of shakes everybody's hand. Welcome to the temple. Welcome to the Taliesin Monastery. It is wonderful to have compatriots of Maven. And Maven, I'm so glad you're here. We must have you inside immediately. Tell me, what brings you home? Is it just a check-in?
No, not at all. It might do to have this be a little bit more private, this conversation.
And he stops. He stops a moment and he goes, "So, not a check-in. Something's happened.
Many.
Tell me what."
Can we go to your office?
Yeah. And he brings the six of you wading through a sea of students that part ways. Tash is going to tag along. She's interested to hear this as well. Akiva is going to remain at her station at the front gate while she plucks the dart out of her shoulder.
I love Tash.
And you walk into the temple proper, which is up another 10 or 15 flights of, or 10 or 15 stairs. And you're brought to the entrance vestibule, where there is what looks like a large, like, stone snake sculpture, coiled, and it's almost like resting on its own. Its head is resting on its own coil. Which I would say most of you wouldn't expect to see, like a snake statue in a Palor's temple. And he goes, "Well, it's certainly good to see you. If something's wrong, you can tell me. You know, we're not stingy with knowledge here, like the Empire. You know this."
I do. And so she's going to word vomit about everything that she has seen. She's going to omit certain details. But she's going to just talk about the eye and everything. And if anybody else has anything they want to say, now would be the time.
Yeah. You guys, quickly regale with as detailed as possible in 30 seconds, where you've encountered this entity, what has happened. And he puts up a hand as you explain, and he goes, "Let me guess. This thing is eating magic, isn't it?"
It is.
Why, yes, it is.
He kind of drops his gaze, takes a deep breath, and says, "Well, in that case, I think it's time you speak with Master Zhang Wen." And that's where we're going to end the session right there.
All right.
Fun.
Maven's home.
She is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Karish, I don't want you to be intimidated by this gentleman whatsoever. Okay? He is definitely not handsomer than you.
No one could be handsomer than you, Karish.
I mean, he's probably stronger than you.
Probably.
I mean, his arms are like as big as your legs. Yeah, but I'll say that you definitely do get kind of a harmless vibe off of him.
He's just my best friend.
I mean, Kirby's never met Polaris, so.
Yeah, you know what? So full disclosure, I've had this guy in the bag for years. Long before Polaris came out. However, my universe is constantly changing. There's a chance that it's possible that they may share a distant relative.
Polaris, yeah.
I mean, he's more from the northeastern regions, but you never know.
Well, I think
he had kind of
Polaris is in the capital, so.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so.
Looking back at the stat sheets, we have outpaced the, what were they called? The Stormbreakers?
Fuck those guys.
No, our group.
What level were they? Did I have you make them level 14s?
14, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you never know. They could be leveling up in this universe themselves, but you guys are pretty tough. You guys are up there. Level 15 is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that was awesome. I cannot wait to play in this setting for a little while. Definitely going to have some fun next session, although you guys definitely have a mission at hand. So we're looking at okay, so we're getting close to holidays again. Yeah. November 15th is a little before everything kicks off, so let me know if you guys have cancellation plans. But 15th works for me, and I'll put it in the chat so Kenny can see it. But yeah, we'll see what this Master Zhang Wen has to say, and why this entity eating magic might be important, other than the obvious.
Yeah.
So, all right, folks, that was awesome, and you guys are starting to feel the heat, I think, of high-level combat. So welcome to it. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time, alright?
All right.
All right, everybody.
All right. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.